All right, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sets. It's been 2 weeks because we weren't on last week, and we've made that transition from SF5 to SF6 because the demo is out, so we can all play the game and have some fun with Ryu and Luke. But yes, we've got two people in the ring, we've got commentators tonight, and we've got your host, which is myself, Jammerz. We're going to be talking a lot of Street Fighter 6. Apparently, I have to apologize to the people at home. There was a technical issue. I think you guys were watching Zangief in silence. I think that's perfect, because you don't really need to hear that stuff, because I don't want to get grabbed by it anyway when the actual game comes out June 2nd. But yes, I'm not going to be talking about SF6 alone. I've got two guests with me. One of them's familiar, and another is a special guest. He's with me, not only in the CPT, but is with me when we're doing the CPT for SF5, not just the finals in general. We've got special guests. Roll it through. Let me see it. I want the people to see our special guest. It's not this graphic here. It's someone else. We're going to get that over there in just a second. But yes, we have got Veggey and my guy from the West Coast, Rynge. Rynge, you first talk to me. How you feeling today, Rynge?
I'm feeling great, man. The landscape of fighting games is something real special right now. And of course, with Street Fighter 6 on the horizon, just what, a month away at this point. The demo is in people's hands. The fiends are out. They're trying to tap the vein, and we got some more material for them today.
Perfect. And Veggey, I know you've been salivating at the mouth for a little while, and you've been making content on the demo, but how are you feeling today? You elated today?
I am elated today because today I got to see more Zangief footage on the YouTube channels that had the ability to get that test period. And I just gotta say that the more I watch this Zangief, the more I like this Zangief. So I just can't wait to get to test him in like a month's time. And it's gonna be... right now I'm very optimistic and positive, and I really like the character because his hype is so... His character is so it's so creative. There's so much personality there that if we had the sound earlier, I think it would. You know how it goes when the chat is on. Yeah,
I think
the sound is on and we all play along. It's just great. It's just Zangief. He's the people's character.
He is a people's character indeed.
He's the people's character.
Do you know what, Rynge? I didn't realize how many people actually loved Geef until like we came closer to the date. So now I know who to steer clear from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, people are starting to expose themselves hot and heavy. I like it. It's good to know who I can blacklist day one on CFN. You know what I'm saying?
It's brilliant. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, because it's May 2nd, that means there's 30 days left until the game hits. Everybody, I hope you've pre-ordered. I hope you're getting ready. I hope you guys have been soaking up all that content that's come out today like a sponge. As Veggey alluded to, there are several channels in the European region as well as the American region that have pumped things out. Tasty Steve, Sajam, Maximilian, Kizzy K, there's someone else I'm missing, Nephew, those guys, the team at Reversal, Tyrant, Damascus, and Logan. They had Ketchup and Mustard, King J, Theory Fire, and myself. We've pumped out content. Flawless Deku as well. Shouts to Flawless Deku. There have been tons of people that put content out for you guys to just soak it up, and everyone just turns on their streams and just reacts to this stuff. So you got plenty of SF6 footage to soak up there. Now, things are going to be happening throughout the week, so I'm pretty sure everyone's going to try and get their content on. But Rynge, were you able to catch any of the stuff that came out today, or did it just hit you like a ton of bricks in the face?
Like, the timeline was just filled, right? So it was kind of like, I don't know where to start. It was like a choice paralysis a little bit. But I did get to see some things, right? I think Geef, as Veggey alluded to, it has a lot of spotlight right now, right? I think for a good amount of reasons, command grab characters are always very scary at the beginning of games, right? And you could see the range being displayed. People are already shaking in their boots. I just think in general, though, they did a really great job with Zangief aesthetically in this game. Like, he looks like a strong man. Like, the wrestling moves are super crisp. So I can see why he's got a lot of hype around him. The JP is also on a lot of people's radar for sure. Just another very aesthetically pleasing character, an original character for the game as well, right? And I really love his defensive counter, having the orb follow you afterwards. That just seems like so many tricks to it, like, that could be exploited. And we got to talk a little bit about this off stream, right? Like, against the characters that have the projectile and vulnerable moves as well, right? What are they going to do? They have that option of maybe going through the orb with that, if that's how it's going to work. But that just opens up more counterplay, right? If you're going to do that, maybe I jump whatever move you have, get a big punish like that. So, I mean, early on, it seems like this game's going to have a lot of juice to it.
It's going to have a lot of juice indeed. Veggey, is there any other character that you were kind of mesmerized by, or was it just Zangief and just stuff?
You know, when you have like a character that you're looking forward to play, it's kind of hard to really notice things about the other characters. But I did see that Lily seems to be a lot like T-Hawk in gameplay, like the Condor Spire, the Condor Dive. The buttons seem similar, though she has the range with those weapons or those sticks, and I feel like they I feel like they have.
Say that out loud.
We gotta get the technical term. What actually? I'm gonna ask some of my tribe here. What are the things that Lily holds?
Sorry, please, Veggey, continue.
Okay, yeah, and she to me she looks like she plays like T-Hawk did before, but she's slow. She has that. She needs to use that time, take her time, like Zangief needs to take his time, and I think it can be very interesting for T-Hawk players to try out that character. So I watched a bit of her too, and that looked also very interesting.
Now,
something that caught my eye before you go on.
Go for it, please.
The Marissa has like an armor move or something like that, right?
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's like an armor shoulder 3-point stance tackle type thing. And I saw someone like was in exhaustion and was able to avoid like the drive impact wall stun by absorbing the drive impact with that move still while they're exhausted.
That might have been CPU. That might have been the CPU.
Yeah, it was CPU. Is that like exclusive? Were they able to do that without drive rush? Do you need drive rush to do that move?
No, it's a special. So the stance is a special, and it's got a punch follow-up, kick follow-up, and a grab.
Yeah, it was a CPU match, so I think that something like that is cool, right? Like already seeing ways, even if it's done by CPU level 7s or 8s or whatever, like these nuanced character-specific ways to answer common situations in the game. Like I always love seeing stuff like that. So Marissa also caught my eye a little bit.
I'm not going to lie, she caught my eye as well, but I'm interested in Manon after playing her for a little bit as well. But yes, everyone, let us know in the chat. Who are you interested in playing day one, week one? You can get upset with Zangief, or you're going to grab people with, Lily and then do some Tomahawk combo dive business. But yes, please make sure you're following the channel as well. And please, there's something down here. I know you guys got TikTok. Make sure you follow the TikTok. There's TikTok coming out from this day onwards until the game's release. We want to get that content and get people following that account up there. But yes, we're not only going to be talking about the game amongst ourselves. We've got two special guests tonight. We put it out last week. Richard, roll the fight cards so that people know. We've got household names from the UK. Okay, apparently there's no Falcon. So, do you know what's crazy? I'm not even going to say what the production team just said. We've got two guests in the house tonight. We're going to roll the camera over to them so you know who they are. But yes, we have got Problem X and Jokez in the house with us tonight. It's been a while since we've done some offline stuff. Gents, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. So we're just going to say quickly hello to you guys before we go back and sort out some other stuff. But yeah, Problem's been a little while. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah. Good.
Have you been playing the demo a little bit?
A little bit, but like these ain't really my guys in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for the game for other characters. But yeah, I've been playing it a little bit like the last few days.
Fair play. And Joker, I think it's been longer since I've seen you. I can't remember the last time I saw you. It's definitely some point last year, but hopefully you've been keeping well. You been playing the demo at all?
Yeah, I've been playing it. Doing a bit of that share play on the PlayStation with, my brother Jester, friends, 9 Strikes. So yeah, I've been playing it a bit, looking at all the tech, trying to absorb it as much as possible, man. So yeah.
Sweet. Right, Richard, roll it back to us and we'll talk to these guys very soon. We're going to have a little interview conversation phase with these guys very soon. But what I do want to make sure people do is you guys need to be following the Street Fighter official account as well. Please get on that. They did announce something earlier today. Rynge, you might have seen it, you might not have seen it. They have announced there's an online training mode feature coming back to fighting games. This is a big deal. We've had the rollback Inception. We've had online features coming back. We've had all sorts. They want people to congregate and enjoy fighting games once again. If you're not able to make those, offline events, Rynge, just off the top of my head, do you remember the last game that had online training mode that you played? You played any game with online training mode?
Oh man, what I have played games with online training mode before, but like off the top of my head, it's hard for me to remember. Maybe.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
I was gonna say, did Exert have online training? I can't even remember at this point. Yeah, man, it's been a hot minute, and it's just a testament to how much they listen to the community, right? They're really delivering on a lot of aspects that we crave, right? Like you mentioned, the rollback netcode. We got online training mode. That's something that people love so much. That really helps them improve. But the story mode elements as well, right? It looks like, the most, the biggest, widest, most ambitious story that I've ever seen in a fighting game. And I think it's going to really hit on a lot of audiences that might be on the fence, maybe not as hardcore as me, you, and Veggey here, but like a lot of these people, I've already seen tweets about casuals kind of catching their eye with the story mode and wanting to do stuff themselves. And in addition to that, like being able to kind of create your own like move set with your character, I think that also is going to scratch the itch of a lot of hardcore fans. Like I think that's going to be like a lot of creative people are going to be just frothing at the mouth for that.
Hey, it's gonna be crazy. Veggey, what about you? What was the last game you played that had an online trainer mode, and did you use it?
I know. I'm pretty sure Street Fighter Cross Tekken had it, right?
Yeah. Yes. There you go.
Didn't Ultra Street Fighter 4 get it at the end?
I think so.
I feel like it did. Yeah. I guess those two games, since I play a lot of Street Fighter games, so. But it's not a feature I used so much back then. But I don't think that the training mode was as advanced as it has become today. So it's probably a lot more useful. And tech is very important. So I think, and especially to help, if you want to help someone else level up, going into training mode online is probably going to be really great and really helpful.
That's going to be interesting indeed. Sorry, Rynge, talk to me.
I was just gonna say, it's one of those things, right, where like you could play a set with somebody and then whatever was giving you trouble or some weird interaction happens, you can immediately go to training mode. You both can sit there, duplicate the situation, replicate it, I should say, and then kind of break it down together. I think that is incredibly handy for people that are really, really trying to break open the game.
Yeah, and you know, there's some things like some characters that have things that are hard to do, or you need to use a lot of time to learn to do them, and then to check. Like Seth in Street Fighter 5, some of these setups, it's like if you want to lab that, if someone else didn't come to help
you basically have to learn the setup yourself. Like
exactly, you have to learn a lot, so you can skip that part and get someone else maybe to record for you, and that's just a great addition. So you won't feel so clueless about characters you don't know yourself that are really technical.
No, that's good indeed. Right, before we move on to actually talking to our guests, I want to mention one more thing regarding the new content that has come out today regarding SF6, the full game. The people that went to record stuff, whatever part of the region in the world, they only had a limit of 90 minutes in free mode. So basically training mode to dabble with whatever they could, and that's not a lot of time. They also could only show, I think it was JP's character guide, as well as Cammy's trials. So when you do see footage of the characters in matches or people that have dabbled, when they're literally saying they only had 15-20 minutes to figure something out, they're not lying to you. Because the other part of the session we had to record, we had to do, it was mandatory to record a single player mode. And I know you hardcore people don't even care about it unless you create your character. So we literally had limited time. So when you go watch this footage, just keep that take that into consideration, I should say. Now, enough about us. We want to get our guests in, or go back to our guests and start talking to them about certain things regarding the game. So Richard, let's transition back to our lovely guests, Problem and Joker. And we'll get this interview conversation phase underway, because I want to get their opinions on certain things and how they foresee things happening with Street Fighter 6. So, gents, back. You guys hear me once again loud and clear?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Veggey, you had a burning question you wanted to ask these guys regarding Street Fighter 6. So I'll let you kick off with that.
Welcome to the show, by the way. Thanks a lot for showing up, guys. And my first question is more about the mechanics, because in Street Fighter 6 there's a lot of new mechanics, and I was wondering what your favorite new mechanic in Street Fighter 6 is and why that is your favorite new mechanic. Let's start with Problem X.
I mean, well, I don't know I'll be honest with you, I don't know what my favorite mechanic is yet, because I need the game, isn't it? But from what I've seen, I do like the drive impact. I actually hated it at first, but I actually like the drive impact because it keeps autopilot normals. It keeps you like having to think about those. People like Guile. In the beta, everyone's complaining about Guile, me included, and I will still continue to complain about him. But because you can't special cancel a lot of his normals.
Their commitments.
Yeah, the drive impact. Without that, I don't know what you do against him. But with that, it helps keep him in check. And I would imagine maybe characters like Dalsim and other characters who will probably have annoying, long-reaching normals that probably won't be special cancelable. The drive impact, it looks like it's very key to the game, and getting that read on somebody is very satisfying and helps elevate the mind game. So I actually really like that mechanic. Drive rush, before you ask what one I dislike, drive rush.
Okay.
I don't dislike it, but it's definitely, it could do with some tweaking, I think maybe in some seasons to come. Obviously this is just premature, I haven't played the game at all, but it might get tweaked. Maybe it needs to cost a little bit more.
Just the plain drive rush, not from a cancel.
No, the one from a parry, not from a normal.
Okay, yeah. So the raw drive rush.
Yeah, the 1 bar the 1-bar one.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. Just going back to the drive impact real quick. Do you see it more as a, like obviously you're talking about being honest, do you see it more of as a defensive tool instead of like, I'm just going to throw it out there offensively? Because it's like, right, if you're going to do anything arbitrarily, I can just stop you with this. And then get full.
I think it varies. It becomes more offensive when you have the opponent near the corner, obviously, because you can get the wall splat.
Right.
And it can be more defensive against like anticipating a projectile, or in some cases reacting. Things like that. It can make somebody not want to do something, which I guess you can kind of class as defensive because it's all playing into the neutral game. So I think it has offense and defensive capabilities depending on where you are on the screen.
Okay, interesting. Joker, what about you? Your favorite mechanic thus far from playing the demo?
My favorite mechanic has to be the universal parry. 100%.
Okay.
The fact, I think there's going to be a ridiculous amount of hype moments that come from that. The whole screen just freezing, slowing down, getting that punish counter as well from the parry. I think that right there is going to create a lot of hype when we start getting into the weeds of tournaments.
Do you think the damage scaling from perfect parry is justified? Would you focus more on setting up a beneficial situation, or do you want to get max damage from that?
Oh, you know what? No one really knows right now, obviously, but my personal opinion, probably situational. Get a great situation from whether that be a throw. I think I've noticed there are quite a few people doing the perfect parries into throws because you get that punish counter, you get that whole bar that's gone and whatnot, so forth. So yeah, I think situation be better than what's the scaling, like a good 75%, unless you can get the kill. Probably go for situation, my opinion.
Okay, cool. I've got one question for you before I hand it over to Rynge if he's got something. Online training got announced today. Problem? Are you going to make use of that, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna be labbing this game up on a different. You get me? Like it's different now. Like I'm seeing 7 figures in that. 7 figures now. It's different.
What? No, okay. Just off the bat, off the cuff, $1 million. Like, is the mentality for everybody gonna shift, or only people in your bracket?
I do not know what anyone else is on. I don't know what anyone else is on. I just know what I'm on, and I'm on this thing.
No, that's all I need to hear. No, that's what I need to hear. Right, Joker, what about you? You gonna utilize online training mode as well, or is that not?
Yeah, definitely utilize online training. Whether that just be making the community stronger, actually getting into that training mode with others. 100%, make sure that we over here in the UK are a force, as we were, for Street Fighter 5. Shout outs to Problem, shout outs to many of the great UK players, so yeah, definitely.
Sweet. Rynge, you got anything you want to ask the gents?
We have the time for it?
Yeah, we got the time. Don't worry, we got the time.
Okay. So what I wanted to ask actually to the both of you was what are you going to focus on learning at first, right? Obviously, Problem, you mentioned you're going to be labbing like wild. Joker, you mentioned as well, you're going to be utilizing the online training mode. I'm wondering, what is the initial game plan when you start picking up Street Fighter 6 for the first time? Like, what are you really trying to hone in on first?
I'll go first then, I guess. I mean, first of all, I'd say there's a blank slate, right? So you come in with your whatever character you originally gravitate to. You come with your little tricks that you find in training mode or whatever. You go to the first online tournaments or wherever it is you play, your friends, whatever. The moment the first loss occurs, that's getting remedied. Whatever happened there, that's where you start from. I think you should come in with an open canvas, so to speak, and then you let other people sort of dictate what you need to practice, because it's only when you get blown up will you realize what you need to work on.
I like that. I like it.
So that's a powerful answer. Joker, what about you? Is there anything that comes to mind that you want to practice first, or?
Well, look, put it this way, right? This game right here is a resurrection, right? Whatever sort of, regrets you had in Street Fighter 5, you can turn the table now, right? So I was dousing Street Fighter 5. I was trying to keep
dousing was a regret?
Listen, hear me out. I was dousing Street Fighter 5. I was trying to keep people away. Now, shout out to the amazing Dow Sims. They did their thing. But for me, that's not my play style anymore. I've had that. I'm done with it. I'm tired. I want to get in and I want to destroy, right? So this is what I mean by it's a resurrection. This is what I mean. You've got another chance to opt to another style. As you saw, I started using Akira at the end of Street Fighter 5, right? So in terms of, answering the actual question, I think it's one of those ones where, again, highlighting what you wasn't maybe a fan of before, seeing what characters in the game can now actually deal with what you weren't a fan of, right? So, say for example, you were Zangief, and you was getting zoned out by fireballs. Maybe go straight into the game and see who's got an amazing anti-fireball game, right? You've got that option, and I will be doing that. Let's just put it that way, right? So yeah,
I like it. I like both.
I just wanted to add on to Jammer's question.
Talk to me.
Before quickly, when he asked about the mindset of others, because obviously I said I know what I'm on, but looking at what happened in Street Fighter 5, and when obviously the stakes are a lot bigger now, depending on what your motivations are, but just in general, like the gaming scene is improving and getting bigger, especially FGC in particular. The UK scene, which I can speak for most, and the EU scene got incredibly strong towards the end period of the game.
Yeah.
To the point where some of the most recent invitationals is dominated by EU names. So, like, without all these extra incentives that have come with the new game, they're seen as they're hungry. These lot are hungry. So you ain't gonna hang with the sharks out here unless you play a certain type of way. You gotta be ready. You gotta be on this. So I think the scene is gonna be as hungry as it's been, probably even hungrier. So I'm expecting some vicious competition.
I like that.
I think that's a great point. I think that's a great point because, like, money motivates only to a certain extent, right? It's a great motivator, but I think the people that are majority motivated by that, I think they're gonna have a tough time going with the people that are hungry for the dubs no matter what. Like the end of Street Fighter 5 showed a lot of the EU scene was.
Yeah, like, and also just coming from a Street Fighter 4 era as well, like this game's giving me that nostalgic feeling where I'm gonna want to go and smoke man just because. Like, it's not even. That's like when we used to go to the summer jams in the American tournaments and stuff, and we used to it was the salty sweets after. People used to actually care more about it than the actual tournaments. Just to be like, yeah, I beat that guy first to 10. Like, he can't talk to me right now. So I thought that energy might be coming back on this game.
I like that. If I can hear or see it exuding from the both of you guys, then boy, I can't wait to see the rest of the scene. But yes, do you know what we are going to do? Richard, I believe we are going to take a break. Is that correct? Yeah. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, these guys are going to get set up. They're going to play the demo for the first to 10 Ryu versus Luke. Don't go nowhere. More Street Fighter 6 action coming your way. All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring Problem X and Jokez, a UK special with our special guest, finalist commentator over there. I know him. He signed my stick the other day. He didn't sign yours. Anyway, Rynge is joining us with Veggey. We're getting this first 10 underway. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the demo and soaking up all the SF6 content, but now we're going to give you a first to 10 on Sets. So let's get this underway. I think the gents are all good to go. You guys ready?
Have you?
Oh, go for it, Rynge. Go for it.
I was gonna say, have you guys ever considered like putting the break, like recording the break and putting it on like Patreon for like additional fees? That was. It's wild times, I'll tell y'all what, during the breaks with this production team.
I mean,
it's fun.
Do you know what?
It's
It has to, we got the Capcom community manager here, so maybe he has to get the green light on it. I don't know. There's some
get
there's
the Patreon
some
up.
things that memes get taken a little too far, and someone might take it out of context. But it's a consideration. We might have to give Rynge some royalties for that idea.
I like it.
But yeah, all right. When these guys get ready, Richard, give them the thumbs up, or Mark, give them the thumbs up. These guys can get into the set. So yeah, if you haven't got the demo at home, you probably should. It's on all platforms now. You've only got Ryu and Luke available. There is no training mode, but there is a pseudo training mode, basically.
Yeah.
So, Veggey, what was it again? You pick level 3 and then just do it there?
You pick the level 3 trial, and then you just practice there.
Yeah, you're right. We saw a lot of that from the footage of people messing with the demos, finding optimal stuff.
So I'm guessing.
All right, so these guys are getting into it. I believe Joker is Luke, while Problem X is Ryu. Now, Problem was dabbling with Ryu, Guile, and someone else in the second beta back in December. I don't know who Joker played, actually. I don't know.
Well, right now, he's playing Luke, right? And we talked to Joker a little bit before this, and he was like, bro, like, I'm tired of being away on the other side of the screen. And we talked a little bit about drive impact as well, right? About it being offensive or defensive. And I honestly think with time and experience, it's going to be more of a defensive option, because as you can see, during offense, if you have access to your own drive impact, people are already good at reacting to it. So it's only going to improve once we get more experience.
You know, can't wait for every Tom, Dick, and Harry to get a hold of the game. That's when people are going to figure out if they really want to stick around with this game. I'll find out.
But I wonder if it's gonna be something that you just don't even need to look for anymore. You just see the red, then you just press your drive impact yourself. I wonder if that's kind of the way it will end.
I do think that's how it's going to go, to be honest with you. Both players in Burnout. We'll get back to that in a second, because Joker is on the ropes here.
And you know what?
I do want to talk more about that.
I reckon we're going to see this situation a lot when the game actually drops. Both players in Burnout, how they're going to handle that situation.
Yes.
There actually is a checkmate situation. I don't think anyone's covered, but we'll wait until we get a chance to talk about it if it crops up. The X5 will going away. Problem actually splurged 4 bars of drive gauge there. Good block.
That was the online anti-air approach. Block the jump in, DP the button. Nice move from Problem X to start off with the first round.
But yeah, as you mentioned, Veggey, about kind of like, is it going to be kind of nullified as a neutral tool? I think in some instances it really is going to be. You're going to have to mentally stack so much against your opponent to get the raw drive impacts out, because these top-level players, it's going to be second nature to them, and their reactions are mad good. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a nuanced answer, or like to call out projectiles or these uncancelable normals that we talked about before.
All right, there you go. He's already in Burnout, trying to take it down, and then he's just blocking it out, and he's almost got his full drive gauge available to him in Problem X, and he's got level 3 as well, so one jump, or even one conversion, that'll be it.
We had the punish. I wonder if we try to drive dash after, but here comes Problem X with a crashing media kick into the
he's dead. I think he's dead.
Fruit's still alive. Fruit's still alive.
He doesn't have the CA. He doesn't have the bonus damage.
Should have counted.
Yeah.
Just about.
If he was in yellow himself, he would have died.
Any fireball now can be dangerous, though.
Nah, level 3's on catch. Level 3? Oh, he's dead. He's definitely dead if he gets this right.
Oh, let's go double up. Oh, he dropped it.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
my days!
I like the Burnout in this game. Burnout is serious. Got to think about everything that you're doing.
It's cool, man. I really like the way almost everything is tied into the drive rush meter, right? There's consequences for different things. You got to use your meter on it. But let me see them fight.
Yeah, next game, please. I don't know where they've got. There you go.
I do like seeing their faces, though. They're already into it. They're already focused.
Yeah, they're handsome gentlemen. Yeah, I said it. All right, anyway.
All right, thank you for reading between my lines, Jammerz. I didn't want to say it, but you did.
No, I'll do
Good
it.
looking out.
Don't worry.
Nice.
I got you. Back to the mid screen here, just looking for that poke. Here's the thing, there's going to be a lot of like slow, methodical approaches first because no one wants to overcommit. And the guys have been talking about online. Don't want to jump, don't want to whiff because you actually might lose because the whole drive gauge is available to you from the start.
True. Very
You
true.
know that oh, sorry, Rynge.
No, go ahead, Veggey.
You know that target combo he's doing on block there into the ears fireball is something that you can actually only counter with like a parry or a DP yourself, as the drive impact can be driving to protect it back. So it's like a mind game around it in that way that you can try to cancel it with something safer that was very punishable. So it's a really fun game to play with.
And you know, I think the stocks of drive reversal are kind of low right now, right? But I think as players get their hands on the game, more experience, we talk about drive impact kind of falling by the wayside a little bit more as people get used to reacting to it. I definitely think like drive reversal will be more of a defensive option you see used. That is a great option we see already used a lot, right? Like the drive rush into the overhead, giving him a huge combo. Problem X drops the last bit of it though.
And that he's burned out now. It's
Oh, he's done. He's done. Yeah, he's done.
Wow. Goodness, bro.
Do you know what's crazy? So
that was unfortunate.
I'll say one thing regarding that super. I think there's going to be a lot of utility behind Ryu's level 2 because it's just one hit that's chargeable and it causes a tumble effect. So you can get the drive rush cancel in the corner.
Start to warm up now.
I think that's going to be really good as a punish counter against reversals.
He's just spending the bar to rush him down. Jokez gets the hit though, but no, perfect on the medium. No, again, that was twice. He could have had that big damage. Nice check.
Demo days, right? Not as good as it's going to be, but you know.
Definitely looking for a fireball though, because that level 3 is so good against fireballs, but he finds it on the crouching heavy punch. What's it gonna be now though?
The grapple stuff, and yeah, he's only got a little bit of burnout as well. So now he's nice and good. Oh, just beats Problem X at a punch.
The level 3 does way more than mine. Way more.
That's the new protagonist, baby. You gotta deal with the new main character privilege.
Do you know what? I think we'll actually... Well, the demo doesn't tell you the numbers. I wish I could see the numbers now, but I'm not sure. It might do slightly more or not, but nah, Luke's level 3. Well, I like both of these characters' supers, to be honest, across the board. He gets Oki from that. Oh, yeah. That's only a normal recovery, that hard kick. Not back recovery, so...
But is there different frame data on back recovery
No,
and
so
non-recovery, or is it just distance?
I think the frames are the same, but the distance is different. So
Okay.
if he done a quick rise, yeah, I think that's what's been said. If he does a quick rise, the hard kick will work, but if he does back recovery, it doesn't.
I think Joker heard my comment about the anti because he's been VPing consistently ever since that first round.
And he's not even really worried about the fireballs, right? He's definitely, just as I say that, he does bring one out. Just the big problem into jumping. Very nice.
Alright, Hashigeki and the drive rush cancel. So everyone should be going for the light Tatsu anyway, because that's where...
Jammerz, you already know the move names in this game, bro. Can you calm down?
Dude, everyone's been saying Hashigeki. Like, come on.
Hashigeki, my bad. So I'm not everyone, apparently.
That's the personal back fireball, right?
Rynge, you have a life, it's okay.
I think you're correct, Veggey. Yeah, I believe that's the move we're referring to.
Oh, that's a punish counter, and he's gonna get the DDT. That was sick. That's where I think you should be using the DDT, Veggey.
Oh my God, that's a good point. He gets interrupted.
Now the light confirms in this game are actually sick.
Closes out that round with the level 3, but Joker still has his C8 on deck. That's just gonna be really interesting.
What was the reason you say to use the DDT, Jammerz?
So long story short, me and Veggey and Olvaha, we were debating. I was like, people should use the DDT. And people, they're like, no, you could do a drive rush combo into the corner. But I'm like, well, if you get a punish counter roundhouse, it launches you. So your follow-ups are limited. The DDT gives you a hard knockdown. It is a grab. So I think that's legit.
Yeah, that scenario I had never seen, so that was definitely a scenario where I think that was a really good damaging option, and he got that perfect meaty with a forward heavy punch after, right? So
see what Problem did there with the drive parry into the dash?
Nice.
Oh, what a response! And yeah, that's gonna be a common mind game we see a lot, right? When an opponent is burnt out, they're back to the corner, what's the game gonna be like? You know the person's looking for the drive impact for the stun, how are you gonna counter it?
Oh, we missed his jump in. He done it too early. Tried to do something else there, but that's going to be a full combo. Counter. So, it's going to be level 2. That should be dead.
Dead.
I think he's dead.
Oh, I love how Luke is animated in his voice lines. I just have to say that.
Guy does way too much damage, bro. He actually does way too much damage.
My man Joker just with a slight chuckle, he was like, you're damn right he does.
Luke is definitely better than Ryu in this. At the moment.
I feel you.
At the moment.
He's only
I feel you.
Oh man, that is brilliant. But yes, these guys are getting
Well,
back
that
into
Rynge
it.
low forward, it kind of stays out for mad long.
Good. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, go back.
Right, as these guys are.
We're gonna have a mirror match.
I don't think
no,
Rynge's
yeah,
bad,
it's in
though.
3 games. Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
You know,
I think it's pretty good.
it's one of the ones where when the game comes out, it's like Ryu could stand out to be just an absolute shutdown for certain characters. Like Zangief can't talk to Ryu. He's just been there from the beginning.
I think Ryu will be able to fight everyone when the game comes out. I just feel like you're gonna have to work.
Yeah, indeed. You're gonna have to work a little bit harder, but we'll just get the scores updated for you guys there. So yeah, as we were saying, as Veggey said earlier before, the demo actually only gives you 3 games. 3 games, and then you have to go back to the menu. So we'll be resetting it a fair bit through tonight's set. We'll see how it goes. Charges up the Denjin charge.
Nice.
Oh, big whiff.
Nice.
Yo, both of you guys have impressed me. Oh, nice. The drive rush overhead. We talk about the bad combo Ryu gets from that again.
Nice.
Oh, he just decides to spend
nice.
it. That was such a surprise because you're not going to expect that, right?
Oh my word.
Very
I think that was such a great decision because that's not something you will be expecting with that little drive bar, but at the same time, it's like, why not? You might lose it very fast anyway.
Yeah.
And if you can,
At this point,
like the
at least. At
gambit,
this point, at least.
I think if the gambit leads to a kill, it's gonna be worth it sometimes, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna put yourself in burnout, but if it's gonna kill, why not?
Legit, Rynge, this is
bro.
what I was arguing with people about last week. I said, it doesn't matter if the combo's going to kill. It doesn't really matter.
Gonna happen.
There we go. It's going to be a stun. Launcher, he misses level 2. Joker was trying to struggling with that earlier. Veggey, do you know how hard that is, or is that easy?
I think with the light one, it's harder than the medium one.
I think so too.
Yeah, but I don't think either of them is like just frame. But I'm not sure. Oh, Joker's in trouble right now, though. We try to escape the corner, and he does with a jump medium kick.
Alright, trying to poke away with that stun.
problem?
Yeah, this button is so good for controlling space. Such a good choice. Gotta be careful though. That drive impact might be coming soon. Just
And
waiting.
Probably's not trying to telegraph it, right? He's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
like, you're in burnout. I know you know. You already countered with a super. Joker, though, he's got all the mirror in the world right now to dump. He's gonna dash
Maybe
forward,
level 3
connect with
will
the
kill.
level 2.
I think he's still alive. Just about.
Is that gonna kill?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it sends it full screen.
That was such a sick combo.
That super's really good in the corner mid screen. I'm not
No,
sure.
I did
No, he dropped.
Bro, that's my 3 bars gone, you know.
That's,
Expensive.
That's my 3
That's
bars gone. I don't
unfortunate.
need a super. I don't need a super.
Wait.
I don't need a super. I don't need a super.
Okay.
I don't need a super. Let's go.
He just needs drive rush, bro.
I feel like the strength of Ryu right now is that the range on the crouching mini kick.
Oh my
when you
God,
get that hit, oh, that was so fortunate.
That's punish.
Nice. Yeah.
Gets the Denjin charge as well.
Oh, the lights.
Close line.
Wow, he's still not looking for the overhead after the drive rush, right? Probably trying to speed up that time.
Nice with punish.
But he's going into burnout for these combos. You do get the corner carry. Okay, no, he's fine. Oh, he would have been fine if he got the low forward into level 3, but
Problem is also, oh yeah, I was gonna say,
Alright,
We got
that
both
it?
of them and the whiff punish again.
That was sick.
Into the level
sick.
1.
That was sick, that was sick.
That was too sick.
Yeah, your face was really good.
Very.
yeah. I was a little scared for Joker because like probably got pushed
Oh,
into
wait,
the
you got it,
range.
you got it.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
Counter
As it
the
should be.
big damage.
Oh,
No, the Tatsu drops. Still in the plus frames though.
sorry, Rynge, what were you saying before?
I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. I'm
Denjin
sorry.
makes that safe there.
Alright, there you go. Just
No.
clashing away. Almost got a clean jump in.
Wait.
And he went for suppressor. I think his name's
He got
changed now.
Yeah, I missed it.
This is input's changed.
I was talking about like
Yeah.
getting pushed
Sorry.
into the CA range. I remember now.
Okay.
Forgot about that. That's actually pretty good there.
The input for the suppressor is now back heavy punch, right?
Yeah, it's
Still
back
moves
heavy
back
punch
a bit,
now.
but if you have like a far-reaching normal, it can be kind of tough to deal with it.
Oh, come
Oh, the drop!
What a
Must have been a
jump.
standing heavy punch.
Alright, that
Fine, so
should
whip
be
punish.
dead. Yeah, that should be dead.
No, he's over his. Oh my God!
Got a chance, bro.
Why is it? Oh, yeah,
my
good,
God.
good, good,
Okay.
good, good. The same.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna explain something when this round is done.
Oh, but what? Oh,
There you
that's his
go.
level 1. Ah, this guy's cheap, bro. That's his
Right.
level 1. I thought that was a level 2 or something. That's his level 1.
So, for those of you who don't know, wall bounce combos work a lot differently than they did in 5. If you wall bounced, you stayed in the corner and you basically dropped right, you plummeted right in front of them. there's the wall bounce, how they work in this game. If you wall bounce, it's going to basically bounce them out of the corner. So your combos and your follow-ups change. That's why Joker and probably both miss wall bounce combos, because it's spacing dependent now. It's a throw.
That's sick. I love the knockdown on the EX follow-up.
Yeah, I agree.
Could have been dangerous. Still close to burnout. No, but it's ready. Expensive. Gets, but critical should kill here, right?
What? Oh, you can't get that.
Okay.
I went to put it in the corner, but I thought I could DP you.
I see what you wanted to
I
do.
didn't want to. I don't know his side switch combos. Has he even got any?
I haven't seen any yet.
Actually, heavy tatsu. Oh yeah, heavy tatsu.
Do you know, I like the idea though. I like the idea.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just early game woes, you know, don't quite have everything figured out. Just
But like Rynge was talking about earlier, right? You'd rather have this stuff happen now, so you try to see what they're trying to
100%.
execute, than just like never try at all. So
yeah, I definitely like it. You can tell these guys are veteran players.
Oh, and there's no... There's the super dome.
What?
Oh, he finds the back throw. That was kind of lucky. What's it going to be? Another punish on that? Because you said only a perfect meet on the quick rise?
Bro.
And probably, I mean, he's just trying to stay aggressive right now because I think you don't want that last bit of the guard bar to, or excuse me, the drive bar to get duffed. But speaking of which, Joker jokes again the EX. The OD.
Yeah, that I feel is Luke the only one who has EX follow-ups on his.
There we go. That's the
Like
okay. That's the timing. That's the timing. Right, I'm starting to warm up now. That's the timing. I was thinking, what's going on? All right, cool. Let's go.
from what we know, Veggey, I believe so. It might only be Luke that when he does an EX move, he has the opportunity to spend another drive gauge. So he does 3. Like it's the equivalent to a drive rush cancel. So.
Nice, finds the shimmy, SF5 style.
A smart move from Problem too because it's pretty active. Like after these drive rush block normals, even with the plus frame.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's actually true. All right, goes for the Vulcan Blaster, level 1.
He said what?
Vulcan Blaster.
It's a really strong super. I think. If you're ready enough, you can go to fireballs.
Well, it doesn't go
with funny stuff. Oh,
the first 4 hits. The first 4 hits don't go
You
for
just came out of
sprint.
burnout.
no, it's like a V-trigger one.
So I didn't get the wall splat.
Okay.
He used it to counter the drive impact while he was burnt out earlier.
Yeah.
Really very handy.
All the way
Nice.
punish.
That one hit, one with punish. Oh my days.
Level 2. Oh, he missed it. Yeah, he missed it. He
That must
missed
have been
it.
beast mode, baby. And he...
Nah, he has no range. It has
yeah,
0 range.
That was crazy. I wall splatted you. You just came out of burnout, and I didn't get the. I didn't get the wall splat. You just came out of burnout.
Forward throw. Straight there. Typical block on the overhead. Joker stands up because he knows the drive rush mix up. So
What is that?
I forgot Luke had that, bro.
That's the anti-CPU tech. CPU tech.
nah, that's a sick escape. I remember Soundboy when I was doing the demo. Soundboy said that's heavily underrated. People should be doing that more.
That must have been a fireball.
it
I'm too sick right now. And he would punish. Oh, yes, it does that medium kick on. That's such a great control button. I feel like Luke's that medium kick is like one of his key buttons.
Nice.
Nice.
Bro, what is that thing you just did in the air?
That's an air flash knuckle.
Even on the beta, I didn't really play hard against any Luke, bro. So I don't really know. No one really picked him on the beta, so I don't even know what that is.
That's the flying eagle, bruv.
It's an air flash knuckle. Oh man. Oh, wait, these guys probably can't hear
Flying
that.
eagle, bro.
I didn't even know what that was.
Flying
So he's got a
eagle.
DP bait as well.
Yeah, that sounded like a made-up
I think
martial arts technique.
Why has he even got that? He never had that in Street Fighter. He never had that in Street Fighter 5. Like, what is that?
I started jump out the corner, man.
It was Joker that won the last.
If he's got that, you can only imagine the amount of characters that are going to join the game with those type of air shenanigans.
It's gonna be peak. That's why
If Luke has that,
got to make sure your character has a good 4 different anti-airs, bro. For all of these.
the more I play against, even Luke's making Ryu look basic, you know.
I love it.
Like, even Luke's making Ryu look basic, man.
But yeah,
nice with punish though.
For those of you at home who don't know, that's an air flash knuckle. He can charge flash knuckles in the air. It helps with combo extensions. You may have seen some in the demo, but it can also be used in an escape if the opponent is not ready. And because there's extra recovery on throws now, that might be even more legit.
Oh, he tried again. No punish this time
Oh my
though.
god.
Is it hard to get the
crosscut?
maybe?
Oh,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Problem definitely seems to still trying to figure out the timing, right? We heard him earlier, like, oh, that's the timing.
Yeah, that was
I'm
unfortunate.
upset, man.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I think you were saying that earlier, Rynge.
The only way to actually win with Ryu, bro, he's got no shenanigans. You have to play the cleanest with Ryu.
Alright, hold on.
I'm putting that out there from now. If you lose to Ryu on Street Fighter 6, you just got outplayed, bro. Like, he's got more shenanigans than Street Fighter 5.
I thought he was gonna go the Elgawa route. He was like, if you lose to this character, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
I mean, it would have made more
Nice.
sense. Oh, man. All right, Hashigeki straight to the corner. Drive rush cancel. Can he go for a throw? Oh, he almost
nice.
tried to bait one.
Didn't do
What? Oh my
Didn't
god.
catch. Ouch.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Am I
Goodbye.
dead?
Goodbye to your life,
Bro,
bar.
if I didn't mess it up, yeah.
Yeah, the level 3 was coming.
that's not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Oh my god. What is going on with this character?
my
man?
days,
It's
I'm
just
a
You
everywhere.
gotta love day minus 30.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, he's in burnout. He can, problem can throw fireballs because he's got the lead.
Bro, I don't even risk it anything now. I don't know what this guy's whiff animations are. Nothing.
Oh, you're
Nothing.
finishing me,
I
please.
don't know what is going
Oh,
on with
man.
Luke here, you know.
That is, no, this is very interesting what's happening thus far. These guys, at least they're trying to go for some optimal punches, what they do in SF5. Nice jumping.
Yeah, I think that's what's cool about watching this set so far is that they know this is day minus 30, right? Like, they're just trying to get used to the game. They're not just trying to get a W here like it matters. Like, this is them trying to get good already.
100%. It's a back throw there, the Joker. Drive rush cancel.
Sorry, I had some problems with my microphone. I think that's an excellent point that when
The
you're
range
playing
on the
these
lights
early
is
sets,
crazy. The
early
range
into
on the
the
lights
game,
in this
it's
game
really
is
important
crazy.
I'll continue after.
Very good.
Okay, there is a.
The range on the lights.
It's more important to learn how people deal with you and how to deal with them than just getting an early double.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I think the short-term tunnel vision of, like, trying to obsess over wins and losses, I think it hinders your learning capabilities a lot.
All right, charges up. Just waiting there. The drive rush cancel. People will be spending the 3 bars just to get that throw situation. It'll take a while to replenish their drive gauge.
Got it unblocked there. Another nice DP. I think it's like DP'd almost every jump since that first one. All ready to punish the power up. He's so aware.
Yeah, Joker is using that level 1 super tremendously well.
Yes,
That level in super is so sick.
Well, indeed. For those of you asking at home, this is the demo. Only Ryu and Luke are available, and it resets after 3 games in versus
Bro, I
mode.
don't know
He
what,
could have won.
I thought
Oh, he could have
I
won.
don't know what happened now. I don't know
follow
what
up there?
I swear I hit you. I thought I had the Denjin on. I thought I had the Denjin
okay.
on to get the crumple.
So from what Problem's saying, he hasn't seen the extension he can do in the
That's why
corner.
it still hit you, man.
Okay.
Threw me off.
What is it that you can do after that?
You can drive rush, do crouch
Nice.
fierce into the Tatsu.
Ooh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Because it's a
bro.
tumble effect, so basically it's an OCG.
Yeah, you can still pick up, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice interruption. Bubbles finding those moments now.
Oh, my. Corner combo from Ryu is so cool. Or the corner carry combo.
That just crazy to me. I'm sorry.
It's a jetpack, bro. It's so wild.
Ooh, let's go.
Use the jetpack to get out of the corner.
Whoa. That was an interesting
They're both so
exchange.
low on drive,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
It's so tense. Nice.
Yeah, that's too close.
Hold that. Bro.
That's too close.
That's a
Not
fair
nice at all.
fight.
And now, I mean, who blocks?
Well, the thing is,
if you throw the fireball, you also recover faster?
yeah, no, if you block,
Okay, so both.
your drive
Yeah.
gauge recovers quick. It doesn't take it away. It's level
Yes, but
3
also,
level 3 that stops
also
it.
like, yeah, but I see that also when problem is throwing, it's also moving up a bit, so it's not like getting on the back end from being the one who is initiating. They both recover in the same time. Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, Problem's got a level 2. And Joker's got his level 1 again. We know he's
Ooh,
been...
tries to find that.
Carry.
Tries to steal that turn. Oh, nice, confirm.
That should be it.
I could have charged it from before. I
no.
could have killed you. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
if he
I'm
charged
gonna
it
die.
early, he could have charged. Can he get...
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm feeling so stiff with this guy. I'm feeling so stiff with this guy, man.
Bro.
I need my guys, man.
Oh, gets the
It's
counter
funny
hit.
he's saying that too. considering
Anyone
he
who
played
plays
like
Ryu,
a very
props to you,
slow
bro.
walk speed character in the last game.
When the game drops,
Oh, what a read with the wrong jump in.
Hang on a minute. All right, there he goes. Stand medium kick. Try to get a counter hit confirmed there, but I think he pressed the wrong button because we don't really know the frame data here. So when we get that frame data of the real game, people know these counter hit conversions. You must know the difference between a counter hit and a punish counter. So
So ready for that. That's
Bang.
beautiful.
Joker, he really looks like he's kind of following what he was talking about earlier, right? Like he looks like he's having so much fun on an aggressive character.
no, we do have a fair number of people that are like they use aggressive characters that kind of wait to get their turn and build the momentum from there. But forward throw, can he get up? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Oh my god, I was in two minds what to do there. Should I super or drive rush or what? Bro.
That's interesting that
Nah,
Problem
it's
said
getting
that, because that might be difficult for a lot of guys, you know? There's too much options now.
Yeah, the left brain doesn't want to do it. I want to do the artistic option, not the mathematician option.
I like that, Rynge. That's sick. Ooh, sweet.
Wow, that was sweet.
Jump in. Big damage here. Problem's been in burnout way more than Joker has, by the way.
He definitely has. He's definitely been willing to kind of use a lot of his drive rush, try to gain an advantage, and then rely on his solid game to build it back up.
Okay.
And I feel as long as you're not cornered, you can't lose that.
I'm spending it, I
That was a
don't
nice
care. I'm spending it, I don't care.
He's got money.
I'm spending it, I don't care.
Yeah, for real.
He's got money.
I couldn't. Yeah.
So the fact,
Shoto's not my cup of tea, man.
so the fact they spent the level 3 there and Joker's
Worst
about
thing is,
to
though, even
build
though this is
his.
not my desired character, the game's still mad fun. That's a very good sign.
I agree.
Even when I'm playing someone I would have no business playing.
Bible. Oh, that was a win punish.
Punish on the stand, me.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay,
on the fly.
that's sick.
Let me find out. That's a power up, you know. That's a power up. Now that happened,
I hear that.
Now that happened,
you're going back.
Yeah, see the cross cuts are coming out now.
There it
Everything's
is.
coming out now.
Oh, shoot.
Can you even punish that?
That's so big dumb.
No.
Back on the suppressor.
This is...
That roundhouse.
Brother coming for you, running for him. Woo!
Oh my god.
Oh, that's going to do a lot, and it's going to freeze Problem's drive gauge as well.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Hey, no.
That's
Bro,
pushing
you're a
advantage
bird out, man. You need to
from
relax,
driver.
bro. You tried to walk up and throw him, you ain't got no walk speed. Feeling like Bison at SF5.
That's what
I got mine. What about you, my friend? Oh,
That's
Hey, I'm out of there. I got mine now. You better relax now.
ooh.
Oh, is that dead?
He's done.
As long as I don't,
my
as long as I don't drop it.
Oh my god. What is the score now, by the way?
It's 6-3.
5-3, I think.
5-3, yeah? Alright, that's the halfway point now. That's it now.
It's
That's it now.
6-3.
Turn into a new man right now. Turn into a new man right now.
Oh, man.
Was it 6-3 or 5-3?
It's 6-3.
yeah?
It's 6-3.
Alright,
6-3.
I'll take it.
Cool.
All right, perfect.
Take it.
Joker's commentary when he's like moving the character
6-3,
is
yeah?
so accurate. Like I actually thought Luke, like it felt like what Luke would say in the moment. I like it a lot. Like he definitely is one of those that like leans when he plays driving games. You know, like I can tell.
Do you know what? You haven't. I don't know if you used to watch the WSO.
You know that one's there, like where.
But you decided to pause you up.
No. You know that one's there where when that happens to a man on Battle Lounge,
Yeah.
that's when they message you say that was my little brother, you know. and my little brother was playing that. Now it's me now.
Big brother's coming out.
Yeah, it's me now. It's me now.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Rynge used
See
to
that,
do.
bro? The whole sound shook. Everything changed up there, bro. You hear that, bro?
He just stood there. Oh, nice.
We used to do this in WSO SF5 back in 2019.
I see it, bro. Get off me,
My
man.
bro-
Relax yourself.
My brother was on my account.
I hear that. Oh.
DP, see, you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
You ain't getting it.
You can tell the players are very into the set now, so we're gonna let them talk. Oh, maybe they're not. Never mind.
All right,
What were you saying, Jammerz?
I was saying we used to do this back in WSO 2019, 2018, stuff like that.
With the
we used
camera?
to just mic up. No, we used to mic up the guys.
Ooh.
And they used, you hear
Didn't
it.
tech, yeah?
Hold on a minute. Go forward. No, he didn't drive cancel this time. Or drive rush cancel.
Oh, nice. Confirm. No follow.
Nice. Call me.
Can he not?
Come on, try. Why am I not getting that?
Oh,
And
come
he's got
on.
the cheap level 1 as well.
Come on.
He's got the cheap level 1 as well.
I
Alright,
don't-
let's go.
Is that a good idea?
Tried to go for that crazy drive rush, but it didn't work out.
Yeah,
That's not plus, is it? I don't think you can tick throw off jab like that.
no, he can. He definitely can.
Oh,
Were you debating
very
on
long.
being a good idea or not, Jammerz?
It's when you do drive rush into shore, you can as an anti-air. I don't know if you want the extra range to catch something. I don't know if that's going to catch neutral jumps.
Yeah.
It's not
From certain distance, probably, but I think it's going to be like definitely a answer we see few and far between.
Ooh, we were punished with a standing light kick into that?
Yeah.
Nah, that's too sick.
The drive rush cancel system allows that. That's why I think this is really
Yeah.
cool.
Because of the punish counter, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I think lights into drive rush cancel. If they combo without being a punish counter, I think that's big.
Okay, I'm about to say that move can't be that silly.
Nice.
Perfectly timed on the fireball. He's loaded with meter.
Ooh, no canceling to level 3 though.
Nah, it's too low.
And that's close enough.
sorry,
That's level
right.
1. And with this is gonna be really tough, but he's ready for the dash this time.
Hey, let's go. I'm glad I never spent the level 3 now.
That's the feeling, yeah. When you've played and you regret your decision to not spend it.
What?
And then
Tell me about it, bro.
it works out for you, so it's in your favor anyway.
What he can do? Bro, this guy, Luke is still nonsense, man. He's still nonsense. We haven't escaped.
I said we have an escape. Sorry.
Yeah. He's the real main character now. He took the shoes off. You're going to have way more trouble dealing with him now.
Bro, someone let me know what's going on, bro.
No, I did, bro.
Alright, there we go. So Plexus plus on block, I believe.
Trying to bait him out. Nice discipline from
Ooh, nice. Cancels into the fireball, making it statement.
Drive rush.
Has to spend it to be safe.
Going down on both sides. Oh, he actually got him to the wall. I don't think he was expecting to actually be in range to get the bounce.
And the level 2 is going to put Problem X in burnout, where Joker replenishes his drive gauge a little bit more, and that's not going to be dead just yet.
Oh, I thought he was
Now
going to
though, he has one level 1 though, so it's gonna be really risky to throw those fireballs.
Oh my gosh. So that target combo, you can just do that into cancel into fight. It must be like a gap or something.
Yeah, it's a
Just don't
gap.
know.
Yeah, it's a
it must
gap.
be,
You
yeah,
can
just
you
don't-
can jab in between the falls.
Okay,
That's everybody.
yeah, I thought so. Like that'd just be unrealistic. But I wouldn't put it past Luke. I wouldn't put it past Luke to be unrealistic again.
Ooh, big whiff.
Nah, let's go. Oh snap! Buttons beat the throw here, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Nice.
Ooh.
takes them down to the
That
heavens.
was probably minus as well. Oh,
Ooh, got the jump in though, but he didn't really believe, so he had no active button in the air. Still gets the combo. Could have been a lot bigger.
Definitely left some damage on the table.
Yeah.
Very even game though. Problem slightly ahead on the drive rush, which we're not used to seeing.
The range, you always think you're out of range when you crouching medium kick, but it seems to always find a way to land.
Nice. Yeah, he got hit with the overhead post back then.
Ooh.
could have been punished severely. Oh no!
Joker. Another big fireball read, right? We saw with the
so
super,
close.
now with the jump in. Magic Pixel problem. Yeah, he's got to avoid getting into burnout.
What? That can't have been intentional. Nice punish.
If I
Stays
can
alive.
medium or what there?
I think the tackle, I think it's still called Avenger. I think it has armor,
come on.
and then you
Don't
pick
even reach.
one of the follow-ups from there. So
His lights are better than his mediums.
Well, again, yeah,
She moves,
Jokez.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of discipline now off of those drivers, but
For sure, and that's a punish. It's nothing you can cancel off of that one. Gets that lucky back throw though. This is where the party gets started. Another jump out, gets back thrown again.
you can see both players still looking for that cross-cut timing. Joker not even attempting to get there. Oh, what fist?
Oh, nice counter. It
I
seems
thought
like
we-
we almost just did it, both of them at the same time, right?
That's what I thought. I thought we were actually going to
No,
get
you
five.
didn't.
Too quick.
I haven't got your level 3.
Quick. Some good damage though.
Oh
my-
God.
he got the jump.
He's jumping. He's jumping, bro.
And he's got a critical art.
Yeah, he's done.
Nice.
Could have
Oh,
cast
he
it to the
dropped
super.
it.
Is he gonna throw the fireball? Do you think he dares?
Oh my God. He tried to hit for
Burnout's
level
a scary
3.
place.
Forgot about that.
Burnout is a scary place.
Nice counter folk.
Burnout is no longer paradise. That's to my racing game.
Bars. For those who
That
know,
was such a
know.
surprise.
Yes.
He gets that? That's crazy.
Frame
Okay,
trap.
so there's the little gaps there.
Oh, so you can parry that then. Oh, that's interesting.
That was just all Joker for a while.
For real. Problem, he's got a chance now that he's in burnout. The back throw as well gives him the stage advantage, but still. Oh, he sneaks in the drive impact.
Guess the damage gets the okay. Nice low. 3 lights now.
No.
Joker was done guessing. It was your turn to guess.
What's gonna happen in this game, man? People spending their EXDP.
Definitely don't want to be in that situation where you get thrown. Oh, too late for the DP. And here comes Jokez with those combos. Give you a break.
Oh, that was.
No, that was. No, that was too sick.
That was on a punish counter. That's crazy.
Let's see if Problem can get back. He has the critical art. Jokez with 2 bars.
He's trying to hold up. He's
He's
trying
trying
to
to
hold up.
hold up and do the flash knuckle to get out.
Flying
Yes,
deep.
there it is. That's the punish though.
Yeah, Problem was waiting. Nice drive rush. He was chasing him down. Tried to do it again a little bit too far.
And now he's just in the other corner with the brainwalk up from twice. He gets it correct the second time. And the time
You know, you're cheeky.
Oh, I probably could have killed you. I just don't know his link.
Cheeky for that, bruv.
I don't know what I'm doing with Ryu, man. I don't know all his max damage.
That was cheeky, you know.
Yeah.
I walked into the shop, bro.
I tried. I got light EX Tatsu. I couldn't have got nothing from mid-screen, I guess.
No, one thing for sure though is, obviously during that game there was a point where it was just like, right, Riddle, why are you doing stuff? Just block. Just block, you know what I mean? Because you have more opportunities if they're not really spending.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I left some damage on the table in that last game. I feel maybe.
But it's just going to be nice when we actually have lab.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have no intention of playing this game. But still, like, when I've actually got my guy. And
Oh, misses the confirm again. I'm pretty sure that's something you can confirm. The crouching medium kick into the heavy punch.
Oh,
Oi.
the target combo.
Nice, let's go. Yeah, the target
Hey,
combo for
Joker.
crouching medium kick is confirmable, I think.
I caught my toes. He says enough is enough.
Ooh, oh, nice.
time for a
counter
change.
pull. The strength of Ryu, the crouching medium kick.
Yeah, definitely looking solid. The shoulder plexus as well. Always a pretty decent random neutral tool.
Yeah.
oh my goodness!
Just
I hate when that
missed
happens. Look at the damage
B.
it does
That's the super.
compared to
No, the suspended.
mine.
Oh, that was a beautiful counter to that crouch medium kick.
Is he gonna be ready? Is he gonna be ready for drive impact? He's not ready!
I'm not even risking anything. I don't.
Am I dead?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course. If Ryu could cook from that, I would have walked out and left, bro. I would have literally walked out and left.
We'll start the show.
Wow.
Wow, again.
Ryu's fireball is actually crazy reactable. It's actually very reactable.
From what Joker's been exhibiting today, that seems to be the case. Gets the perfect level flash knuckle, misses the
Was that
jump medium punch.
What was that?
He can get
That
that.
execution error? Was that?
Don't do that, bro.
Nah.
Say no more in it. I'll do it again, bro. I'll do it again.
Get back in the corner if that's the case, then, bro. You get me? Oh no.
Oh my god.
That's it.
I haven't even got throw range. I can't even throw you off there. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Look at it. So his fireball's trash. His fireball's trash.
These guys are definitely getting into it when it comes to in-game commentary. Problem X and Joker jokes are going to be DLC commentate down the line, people.
That's how I was gonna say they're auditioning for their pack. The sets commentary pack. You think it's gonna be Jammerz and Veggey? No, it's just jokes and problems.
Gets it
It
in.
would be cool if you could voice act your own character, though.
What is happening?
That would be sick.
I think a lot of people will do something, they'll mod themselves in probably.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when's the
think about
Street
it.
Fighter 6 RP Twitch community, bro? This the story mode and you gotta play as your character? I'm ready.
Wow.
I thought I was still recovering. That jumping would land. Nice usage of the control normal. No with punish this time. Problem does get the cancel.
I think he didn't get the, because he's holding down back.
Yeah.
He's alright.
Exactly.
Got me sleeping at the
Do you know what it
wheel.
is, bro? I'm trying to play too much footsies, bro. I need to start playing Drive Rush Fighter, bro. Yeah, I need to start playing.
If we play like that, we can
Bro,
adjust.
yeah,
we can
need to
adjust.
start
Don't
playing
worry
like
about that.
You know what, bro? I'm telling you, that's one mistake I made on Street Fighter 5. I kept not playing Street Fighter 5. Not doing that again. Oh,
That harkens
Jesus.
back.
Oh,
That harkens back to what Problem brought up, though, right? Like the fact
Wait,
that
what's going on
Yeah,
with the
but
trains?
is that, bro, stuff's happening now, isn't it?
Ah,
A couple of drive rushes and stuff's happening now.
I hear that, bro. Woo! Nope.
Like he talked about how
How did I drop that?
the driving tag would do things in chess.
Stuff's
Drive
happening
rush
now.
is the same
Hey,
way.
stuff's happening
He's
now.
talking, boys.
Hey,
He's
stuff's
talking. He's
happening now.
talking. He's talking. Oh!
Don't let me do that to you,
Oh
bro.
my gosh! Hey, flying
Hey.
eagle, bro. Oh, I didn't
Flying
intro jump,
eagle.
bro.
Bro, it's a couple of drive rushes now, and it's all looking a bit different now.
Oh, that was a big deal.
Hey, see that, bro? You're dropping stuff down,
again,
bro.
though.
I hear
You're
that.
still thinking about the drive rush.
I hear that.
Tech that. What are you telling me? DP, bro. See, now you're jumping in that now. Now you're jumping. You weren't jumping before.
I hear that.
Drive rush, isn't it? You
I
know what I'm
hear
saying?
that.
Green is always money. Doesn't matter where it's at. Green is money. Look at that. See, stuff is happening. Look, stuff's working. Yeah, I'm playing Street Fighter 6 now. I'm playing Street Fighter 6 now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I'm playing Drive Rush Fighter now. Look at that. Stuff's happening. Stuff's happening now. Yeah, bro. Stuff's happening now. I'm playing Street Fighter 6,
He's got
bro.
back. He's got flying eagle. What?
Hey!
Bro, my mind's not even
Street
coming
Fighter
up.
6
My
now.
flying eagle's not even coming up.
See, bro,
Alright,
hey, it's
cool.
not
Restore
Flying
order.
eagle.
Restore order, bro.
Hey, Street Fighter 6. Street
What?
Fighter 6. Yeah, we're doing stuff
He's
now.
moving mad.
We're doing stuff now.
Hey, bro, where's the mind games? Where's the chess?
Where's the chest? Hey, bro, there ain't no chest, bro. There ain't no
Where's the
chest.
chest?
This is Connect 4, bro. There ain't no chest out here. This is Connect 4. It's crazy. Let's go.
Oh, my
There is no chest out here.
Oh, my days.
As soon as I start putting some green on the screen,
Oh, bro. You know what,
that's
bro?
right, man.
Listen,
Yeah,
fam.
yeah, I hear
If
that,
you're
innit?
playing Connect 4, I'm playing Guess Who there. Let's go, bro. Let's
keep playing that. Keep playing that, bro.
Wait,
I'm starting to win.
Did man say he's gonna play Guess Who?
Don't drop it though. Don't drop it though. Hey,
Oh,
look
shit,
at
drop
that.
that. Easy,
Bro,
easy.
hey.
Flying eagle.
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Hey, Capcom, take that out of the game, bro. Luke does not need that. Luke does not need that. Nah,
Oh,
bro.
wow.
What? Luke does not need that, bro. I'm actually still disappointed that.
Oh, no. Bro, they need to. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Let me talk to you. innit?
Oh. Wake up. Relax. Oh, did he just straight?
No. Oh my God! I probably could have killed you.
I'll take it.
Because I don't know what Luke's supers are on block. I thought you would have been instantly safe. So I just did that super like that.
Bro, you can't be doing
Nice.
that, bro.
I hear that. I hear
Told you about that one there, bro.
that. Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
See, green.
Connect 4
Green.
again.
Green on the screen. Green on
bruv.
the screen.
You know, I
when
don't
you got
like the
green,
way-
When you got green on the screen, stuff happens. Stuff
shoot, what's
happens.
going
I'm
on?
playing Street Fighter
What's
6.
going
That's
on?
what's going on. I'm
What's
playing Street
going
Fighter
on?
6, bro.
What's going on?
Get me. DP.
Okay.
See, I'm playing Street Fighter 6 now.
Okay.
That was my mistake. Hey, that was my
Okay,
mistake. Green
okay.
is on the screen.
All right.
But it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. You got the wrong color on the screen. Yeah, you need the green. See the green. That's the, bro. You need the green on the screen.
I can't play. Bro, you're killing me, bro.
You need that green on the screen.
That was unbelievable.
Joker yells, bro. I can't deal with it.
Nah, this is what happens when there's no cameras on these two. This is only part of what you see in the UK.
Okay.
Oh. Let's go. DP.
Nice,
See,
nice,
stuff
nice.
is going wrong for you now.
Hold on,
I like that
I
Joker
did like
turns
no.
like,
but burnout is so bad. Like, can you punish that?
Yes.
What's going on?
What?
Well, burnout, innit? Burnout. Hey, back up.
I like that Joker turns into an anime character every time he does the flying eagle, and he has to say flying eagle.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I feel like that's with Luke too, though. He's so his personality is so big that you kind of wanna say stuff when you play him, like flying eagle.
When I put
baby.
green on the screen,
Yeah.
wins appear. What's the score now?
It's 8-7.
8-7.
It's 8-7, see, bro. But it's 8-7, but I got the momentum though. That's 3 on the track. That was 3 on the track, you know.
Bro,
You can't let me do that to you. Don't let me do that to you. You need to put green on the screen. That's the motto. That's the motto of Street Fighter 6. You need to put green on the screen. Man.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Man, these guys are unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Oh man, we're just letting them commentate. It's brilliant. We're out of pocket. We're out of work.
Bro,
We're just out of work.
I don't have a green screen. There's green on their screen, and I think I'm done. They're the ones putting the green up there. I'm not professional anymore.
Oh man, it was brilliant. Make sure you're following this channel, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters, and make sure you're following all of us on our Twitter as well if you want to hear this banter. There's going to be plenty more to come down the line.
let's
Fingers
go,
crossed.
let's go.
We'll see.
Oh, see, an opening, bro. An opening.
Green, bro. I'm a believer.
Sorry, just keep laughing.
Okay. I know you're plus. I'm stopping.
I hear that. I hear that. Uh-oh.
How did that catch me still?
Here we go. A bit more green. Oh, no.
It's the
Oh,
green,
no.
bro.
Little scoop. Protect it. Big man.
Flying
Protect it.
eagle,
DP.
bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Get out of the game. Get that out of the game, bro.
And no one
Get
can
that
get a
high
punch on that
speed
DP.
Bro, I had enough of you.
Get that out of the game,
Do
man.
that, bro.
DP, no?
Oh.
Couldn't punish the crouch fist, no? I couldn't punish your crouch fist.
Charge.
That's a hard combo to do.
Alright,
Really like time. I think- okay, for light,
immediate
yeah.
jump. Yeah.
Yeah, immediate jump and then the delay on the flash knuckle cancel.
Is that dead? Dead?
You're great.
I couldn't punish your crouch fist.
How about orange on the screen, bro?
Bro, I hear that. See how long that lasts for.
I want to see who's gonna be like
that was-
wild enough to start doing like drive rush after throw text.
It will happen. It will definitely happen.
It definitely will happen for sure.
Nice.
And the counter throw.
Oh, sick.
The punish counter. This is level 2.
Again.
Oh, that's pissing me off. I'm sorry, bro. That's getting on my nerves. Honestly, that's getting on my nerves. Why has he got it? It doesn't look like that should even. He should have it.
Go embrace the eagle, bro. Come on.
Oh man, this is brilliant.
That doesn't look like he should have it.
No drive impact yet.
See, I don't want that here. I don't want that here now.
Mind games.
Oh,
Get the trade off with the
hey,
medium.
green time.
Oh no!
Oh, don't do it.
Just not ready for
Yeah, I know
it.
you can't take that green on the screen, fam.
Nice try, attempted with a parry.
Good jab
Almost
chain.
burned out.
Well, he's
Walk out of it, that was good.
he's forced problem to do air to instead of Shoryuken now, so he doesn't get punish counter from that.
True, that's good.
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, it's doing it. That's good.
That's bad. That's bad.
All I'm saying is, I haven't lost yet since I put green on the screen.
Oh
That's what I'm
my!
saying.
Is that what we did? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Teach him, Joker. You can't go
Got
down
him
like
with one
that.
to jump. Nope. All right, cool.
We got him with that.
Ooh.
Come, let's see what happens. These guys are
back
using
up.
the
The
system
Kings
now.
came back and got a game. Joker can come
Back
back
up.
and
Check
get one
that.
game.
Check
Nice.
Check.
Nice.
This is sick netcode. And it's not even online. You know what it was? I wish I could
was
do
like-
that when I was playing Street Fighter 5.
Hold on a
I
minute.
was like, how do we pick that up when they're offline? I'm glad he acknowledged it.
Look at that range on that
Dropped it,
jab.
man. Oh.
I love the lights on this game. They're so good. They're better than some mediums. What are we doing? What are
I
we doing?
think the light conversions in this game are a nice like balance too. I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's like a weak combo you get either.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like 5 lights like in Street Fighter 4, but
Yeah, it's a good mix between 5 and 4 in
balance.
terms
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
I
light
agree.
reward. Yeah.
Bang!
everything
Oh, no.
is going on all at once right now. Does he have enough? Definitely not enough to kill. Maybe now. Danger
Would you
though.
look at that green on the screen,
I
bro.
hear that. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I
I
think I could have killed you, man.
hear that, man.
What was the combo?
The combo was it green,
Yeah,
bro?
I was in burnout, man. That's why I say I lost. I was in burnout since I went to. I lost since I went to burnout.
Don't go to green, bro. You get me? Keep it green. Oh,
what?
I did not
Yeah.
get a jump, bro.
Well, that's what look that came out to me.
I hear that, bro. You get me? That's I'm sorry. Ugh.
Why can he link that?
He needs it. He needs it.
Immediate. He needs it. That's a true fighting game player right there.
I mean, we're gonna be saying about all the characters
With
when the
green,
game drops.
bro.
so-
Exactly.
Hey, bro, there's no time for that right now, bro. There's no time for that right now.
I'm not trying to see blues, bro. Oh. Sometimes you just.
Uh-oh. There's a green.
Green is up.
There
Yeah.
it is. Get off, man. I told you the orange, bro. You get me?
I hear that. Oi! See what the orange gets you?
Orange met with orange. Yeah.
Oh, he actually built a lot of drive. Oh, sorry, EX gauge from that. Super gauge.
Problem X is really good at identifying when you're kind of slightly out of the corner, but your impact is gonna push you into it.
I should have done flying eagle. I should have done flying eagle.
He should have. I would have swept that though. I would have swept that. I'm starting to clock on.
I'll take that, bro. I always
I
want
did that on my fierce punch.
He's done it every
Listen, go to
round.
the corner there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, if that's the case, bro, then flying.
Sweet. Punish counter as well.
Good jab check.
DP. Come
Nice,
on.
nice,
Nice
nice,
DP.
nice.
Nice fireball trap. Oh no, we've punished from Jokez though. That was a big whiff. Gets the counter
Hey, see what happens? You
instead.
put some greed out there. Put that greed out there. Look what happened.
That's a great buffer. Just standing like
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
like that is a really good buff for sure. Being able to do light buttons like that in a drive rush, tremendous.
Yeah, and even on just counter it and not punish counter, he got like a conversion. That was really good.
Problem.
Jokes
He's
on
hoarding the green right now. The bank
Yeah.
account's looking full. He needs to
As soon as
empty
that
it.
green comes, bro.
Oh, he drops the perfect again.
Didn't get
This is
the
kind of
charge.
big. Oh,
He just already committed to the fireball.
Oh, gotta eat a lot of chip here, I think. But the lucky jump out. Nice DP.
Oh, that's punishable. Wait, was that not punished? That is punishable. He's in
I'm
burnout
not
as
really
well.
sure. I'm not sure, but I know that.
Back
Oh, I
good
don't-
been
I don't-
nice.
No, what?
I should never
Was
get
that not-
penalized for having something stocked. Because I had it stocked, it didn't link. Oh my goodness, bro.
hear
This
that
kite,
still.
bro.
Nice DP.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I do find that frustrating though. I kind of agree with problem in that instance. Like, I hope the stock doesn't prevent certain conversions.
Bro, I thought
Like,
Yeah.
I get why, but at the same time, I kind of want Ryu to go off like that.
Nice.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Good block on the overhead again. He's been blocking those fairly consistently today, Joker. Try to do
Yeah,
suppressor.
it started off with like, took a little while to get into it, and then it's just been blocking them and blocking them and blocking them. Now though, Jokez on the verge of taking the set 10-7, but almost with a hefty life lead. Nice,
needed that.
perfect timing for the EX Fireball to counter the run.
Nice.
Oh, he got it. That was like
Yeah, and if he could
close
trade
to
it.
max range.
Nah. Oh, okay. So
That was
Problem-
unfortunate.
No, Problem tried to do the
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yourself and burnout.
the original way of doing parry, not the other way. I think it would have worked if
How
done
nice
the
of
other
you to
way.
join us. Oh no, that's not what you
Although
want to see.
no,
That's not what you want to see.
before, it's kind of hard.
He's gonna be playing Super
He has the
Mario.
critical art. He was definitely thinking about that, how to get that critical art out.
Yeah, I thought problem was gonna stay out of range for it, but
Yeah.
that last dash fireball, I think he could have got.
Maybe sometimes like you don't really believe that they're going to fireball when you have it,
Yeah.
so you just don't look, and then you really regret it when you get hit by that fast fireball. That real mind game.
We are playing this set in person. We have two people, two guests over. They're in a room across me. They're playing this head to head.
Perfect.
Need offline demo.
You know that thing you used to do before the pandemic.
Did you see that?
Sorry,
Never
the
did.
delayed flying eagle.
That was so cool.
Holy smokes! I can't believe that actually connected. And now, yeah, I mean, your opponent's gonna get tilted when they get hit by that. Easy drive impact moment.
That's a good point. When you get tilted, it gets harder to be ready and to think about what to check and what to do. And with all these options, it's very important to keep calm. Gets it though.
Oh, he could. Could he do it?
Big
No.
damage.
Okay.
Did he do a walk?
Ooh.
Oh, nice. One more.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take it.
That's a law.
What? Did that catch the recovery of the back then? No, that's insane.
Going a bit
That's
ballistic.
insane. That is insane.
Set point Joker
Oh, it
jokes
is?
again. And a hefty
Oh, my
drive
God.
lead. And now a life lead as well.
Nice. Damage. Oh, what?
Oh, he
Ooh,
tried
what
to
was
do the
that?
other combo. No, okay, he tried to be fancy with it. I don't know what he's doing now. Oh, there we go.
ready.
We
though,
ain't got
looking
nothing
for
to
it
go
this
through.
time.
Rivals, that's good. Whack.
Nice,
Come on,
he's big. He can dash up and throw him if he
He's
wants
huge.
to, but... Oh, he tried the
you can?
dash!
We checked.
Wait, you get dash there?
Approach medium kick.
I don't know if the dash is legit. I thought he done it because he scared him.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Mans and burnout. Do we take a reset in the
what's
stun?
gonna be-
What's he gonna do? Oh, he does.
There's no bars there. No, never.
What are we gonna do, Pablo?
Wait,
What?
does
What are you
this
gonna do from
does
here?
this keep him in the corner?
You told me.
Nah, you tell me. What are we
in the
gonna do
corner,
from
but he
here?
recovers after this combo.
He's in the corner, isn't he? Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Drive impact away. I knew it! I knew it!
Get it? No, it was an airborne hit.
Oh
He
my
could've
God.
done our combo.
Bro, everything was going wrong there.
5 days.
Oh my gosh.
I was scared that
way.
was gonna happen because he hit him high on the wall.
Yeah,
Hey, nah.
I
He
knew
was
it
trying to
did.
get stylish, bro.
I knew what he was doing.
Oh, so close to getting the jump
my
there.
God, that's
Fly out.
Takes him away, and he can't do EXDP, so Joker has to firm all of this, by the way.
Yeah, he only has the level 1. Is he gonna be ready for a potential drive impact? Polmex might.
Messed up,
No,
messed
that's
up.
gonna counter it, and now
Yeah.
he's kind of open to the with the autocorrect on that.
I punched the eagle out the sky.
Tries the energy
Violence.
this time.
Oh, man, that's brilliant.
Perfect
why can't
usage
I
of the
punish that?
suppressor.
Shouldn't be able to, bro.
A dragon punch beats a flying eagle. Who would have thought?
You know? Oh, no anti on the jump in there. This is going to be big for Joker.
That was a big counter pull.
Oh, wow.
Drops the combo though.
Yeah.
Is it burnout again? Is this the second count this round?
He needs it. Oh, what a whip
Big
punish
whip
though.
punch.
I should get the
Okay,
charge.
what's it gonna be?
He's got level 2. He's got level 2. He's got to make this count. He has to make this count. And that's it. That should be it.
I'm not even doing nothing fancy. I'm not doing nothing fancy, bro. You're just getting that, man.
Oh my goodness.
Man said the Denjin
Oh my gosh.
Hashogeki is dead.
What was it, 9-9?
Yes, it's
Something like
9-9.
that. It is
Jesus.
9-9,
I don't know
yeah.
how I'm still in this set. I am not even optimal. I am not even optimal whatsoever.
Oh man.
Oh boy. We'll take it down. Last game for everyone today with the Street Fighter 6 demo. These guys learning as they go along. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the action. And the commentary, not by us, the players.
Yeah.
It's all the players, baby. We're just chilling. We're
Our
just chilling.
multi-talented
This is
players.
it. The last
This is it, bro.
game. Like
This is
what?
it.
What are you going to do? Are you going to do the DPs?
Wait,
Nah,
he's talking
I'm
about him
suddenly
doing the
gonna remember
DPs when he
every
was.
single combo, every single link. I'm not going to mispace anything. I'm going to play exceptional. Watch
feel
this,
you.
watch this, watch this.
I feel you.
Watch this.
Oh, nice. We haven't seen that button used that much.
Stand
That's a
medium.
really strong.
Watch
yeah,
it.
the stand
See
medium
that?
punch.
Here we go. Top
No,
corner.
no one uses that in
Yeah.
general because they're just throwing fireballs or jumping. That's it.
Good point. Good point, Jammerz. Excellent observation as always. Oh, goes for the overhead reads it nice,
Yeah.
but still plus.
Yeah, drive rush, baby.
Is he gonna
Give me the
spend
plus.
it?
Oh, nice.
Slammed.
And it calls out the
Don't flop it
fireball.
now,
It's really good for jokes.
Oh, no.
Is that it? Is it high enough? Oh,
Yep.
just high enough.
I did it. Yes, I did
Wow.
it. Yeah. I'll fight
nice
in burnout
buffer.
like a bad man. Are you crazy? Don't try pressure me. Now you're in burnout. Let's go. Let's go. Jump that.
When you jump back, by the way, when you jump back, it slows down your burnout
big,
state.
big.
Really?
Yeah, it slows down the recovery.
Got my balls back.
Problem has the
Oh, no.
drive
shit.
advantage.
Oh,
Now
no.
tries to DP but doesn't have the
You
H
gotta
bar.
swim for the
Will
hill.
he try to
Yes.
super
Got my balls back.
Oh my goodness.
Because I had my green back. That's why I got my green back. Let's go.
It is hard
green
to
bags,
do the H
baby.
bar
You
ball
can
with
You can do that
the
what you
level
want.
1.
Punish. Oh, no, it's
Nice.
not looking good.
Nice.
It's not looking good.
Nice. Oh. Punish.
Okay, okay. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? Yep. Over your head.
Watch
Throw
out.
that. Oh, see the
Ooh, nice
recovery.
read.
Amazing.
Didn't he just say before he hasn't got good family?
I don't know where you're going, but oh my, Jesus Christ!
in the fireball.
Yes, you're
I've got
burnout.
no
You're
green.
burnout,
I've got no
yeah.
green, bro.
That's why, bro. It's all going wrong.
I've got
bro.
no
I tell
green,
you, bro.
bro.
You ain't got no green. You know what happens. So it's a sorry sight. Back up and get off me. Let's go. What are you telling me? Oh,
Drive bar.
Just
no.
in time.
Yeah, bro, how much
Yeah,
no money?
dude.
You gotta watch out here. Quick scoops.
Problem is in predator mode right now.
Down.
I know, right?
Nonsense out.
Is he gonna guess right?
Get over there.
So wow.
Watch
With the
out.
walk up back throw. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Okay, yeah. Apply the pressure. Oh, what a trade. I thought you
No,
didn't count it.
oh,
I did.
That was the game.
What's gonna happen?
Oh my God, that was it.
That was the whole
Bro, Ryu,
thing.
hey, don't do this to me. Don't do
do
this to
the
me,
fireball.
you stupid character.
Oh no.
Oh my days.
I Ryu, I swear to God.
gonna happen? If he
He
throws
can't
a
fireball.
fireball,
He's
big
shivering for
risky.
that.
He
No,
can't
that's
really
just-
throw a
no,
fireball.
hey.
But maybe Crash can
Hey,
give fireball
check
block. I
this
don't
out.
know.
I got my controller.
Yeah, nah, I looked at your CA bar. I looked at your CA bar. I see you
Look at my
buffering.
controller,
I see you
though.
buffering like you're playing pinball in the arcade, bro.
my
No,
gosh.
no.
Man said screen watching.
No, no. Look at that. Hey.
Green.
Hey.
And the timer freezes. Yeah, the timer
But the
freezes.
man's the
Hey,
problem.
no.
Green.
No, I told you, bro. The green is everything. The green is everything.
man.
I told you.
He just
I
yells
told you.
green.
This is it, bro. This is it.
Nah, it's brilliant. The fact that the timer freezes now, no more time to scamming these level 3s.
I did not even do that. I don't know how that even came out, but
Hold on a minute.
get over there, bro. Oh,
Stop.
no way.
Not ready now. Did you notice that in the beginning of the set they were a lot more ready to punish the drive impacts, but as it has progressed, they've forgotten more and more about it?
Forward throw. There you go. There's the
Again?
crush.
Yeah.
DP. Watch out for Jokez, DP. Hey, there you go.
Let's go!
The game's not even out yet.
Oh, no.
Oh shit. Oh.
Hold on.
My goodness.
He's gotta do it.
Because we both had no green. but I had some blue. And it was flash. We don't have no green, but I had some blue.
What language are we talking now, bro? The green, the blues, the orange.
As long as you got colour.
Yeah. Oh, I respect it.
Yeah, as long as you got the colour.
When you're in burnout, what are you? More or less colourless.
Yeah, colourless. Yeah,
Oh, bars.
It's poor.
Bars.
It's poor.
Like bars. Nah, that was wavy. That was wavy. That was wavy.
But technically on Street Fighter 6, I'm undefeated in first attempts. Yeah. I'm undefeated in first attempts.
Oh my
word. It will only get harder from here.
Oh my word.
Once the game drops, I'm not touching this character again.
He should have won. He's not.
I'm not touching him again.
Oh man, legend, epic, man.
Hey, listen, that was brilliant. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's only a snippet as to what's to come from the UK scene when we get together. And
I'll tell you, right now, the motto of the game is green on the screen right now. That is the motto of the game.
These guys are brilliant. So yeah, 10-9 to Problem X there. But yes, I believe we're going to take a short break. We're going to get everyone's breath. They're going to like just regain their breath. When we come back, we'll talk more about that set and the philosophy behind certain things they've done with Ryu and Luke. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Problem X and Joker Jokes here on the show. We just concluded our first SF6 first to 10 on the show. Offline, remember that? Anyone remember what that was? You can search up the definition online. But yeah, we had a good time. And you know what? Us commentators, myself, Veggey and Rynge, we had a day off. We didn't actually have to commentate. Well, it's brilliant between these two. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the banter between these guys. But yeah, guys, we're just going to like ask you further questions regarding SF6 and how you felt about that set. So, Joker, my first thing for you is you tried to style at one point. What was this drive, rush, jab? What's this? I ain't seen this.
Into the game. So it just happened, right? It just happened, you know what I mean? Obviously, when Problem started talking about green, I was like, right, if I do 9 drive rushes here, this is green, and surely this is the way to win. However, actually thinking about it, I can see where it could be a decent time stall, right? If you're just freezing, you know, a couple every now and again. So, but yeah, the reason why I did it is because green.
I mean, that's brilliant. Problem, you were in Burnout a fair bit. Was it just get him to the corner, then do strike throw from there? Doesn't matter what happens, or was there another thought process behind just spending your bar?
You know what? I actually, I wanted to get to a corner, yeah, but because I was taking so much damage. By the time I got my offense started, I was already on half bar, like half drive gauge bar. I was blocking, I was under pressure, so that was how I was losing a lot of my gauge, because some of the sequences that were putting me in burnout wouldn't normally. I was only doing like 1 drive rush cancel and then the parry one, which is like what 3-4 bars, or not even that, 3 bars, because it like, or EX move and then drive rush, it's like 3 bars altogether, I think. So I was in burnout after that because I had already lost 2 bars from holding the pressure.
So do you feel that's where, like, what's the better way to phrase it? The tug of war's going to be? So let's say Jokez spends 3 bars and, you know, takes a 40%, puts you in the corner. And when you get your turn, do you feel you have to equate to that and spend it back to go back to mid-screen or stay in the fight?
Do you know what? I think how you apply your drive meter is going to be reflective of many things. It's going to be reflective of what type of matchup you're playing. If you're playing one of those matchups where, let's just say Guile, because it's a beta character, we all know what, and we all know historically what Guile tries to do. If you're playing Guile, and then you might want to spend a lot to get the corner carry once you do get an opening and try and capitalize off that, so you might spend a lot of your meter for that. If you are the Guile player, you might just only be spending meter on like EX booms or something just to keep getting screen distance, so you might not really be under pressure to ever be in burnout. So I think it depends on the match you're playing and what your agenda is in that match, how quickly your drive bar will be depleted.
Okay, interesting. Joker, the flying eagle, as you call it. Do you know how much, like, because that looked like you had a ton of recovery when Problem was starting to figure it out. Do you think that's something that's going to be used less and less again out the corner? Because you were using it a fair bit and were pretty successful at the start, but talk to me about the flying eagle.
Okay, so I 100% think that, yeah, it will be used less and less, but as we know, when it comes to, you know, fighting games, when it works, use it, right? But it will definitely, you know, the sort of how many times it's used, yeah, it will definitely drop as time progresses.
You shouldn't have that.
Okay, no, all right, problem. Defend yourself. Why shouldn't he have that?
Because one, he never had it in Street Fighter 5, and he was insane. He was the best on the game without that. So you never usually add tools to a character who was insane on their original design. I mean, usually. And then on top of that, he has such a good ground game on this game. I don't see why he needs that. Like, it's not like he's easily put to the corner or anything like that. Why has he got that? He's not like a rush down character, like fully rush down, like an Ibuki or someone who's very nimble to have these type of air trajectory changing moves. Why has he even got that? I don't understand. I don't understand the logic behind giving him that. He has a reversal as well. You can't even say his defense is like bad, so he needs it to get out. Like, what's he got that for?
I mean, it's a meterless one. He doesn't have to spend the 2 bars, but he does leave himself in the punish counter state if you're ready.
I mean, that's the vulnerabilities, but why has he got it though?
I know. That's where I can't answer your question.
We gotta get Mr. Capcom on the phone.
No, that's brilliant. Veggey, do you want to ask the guys anything?
Yeah. At the beginning of the set, you were both really ready to check drive impacts, like you were so aware. But as the set progressed, they started landing more and more. Is that because you forgot about it, or because it's too taxing to remember? I can start with Joker.
Okay.
Or problem.
I think
now it's a mix-up.
You know what? It's interesting because like in the beta, I was using Ken, right? And I'd say that in using while I was using Ken, I was very ready for the drive impacts. Using Luke is all go. All right, put it this way, right? If I go back to Street Fighter 5 and say I'm using a character like Sagat, there's certain pokes that you throw out and you're just ready for the DP. Right, you're just ready for the DB. You know that the probability of someone jumping is very likely. So it's more a case of not taxing, just learning that character way more to sort of feel situations. I personally think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that as well. It's just like, for example, yeah, in like Street Fighter 5, that's obviously the best examples to use because you've all just come from that game. Even like, say for example, you play against someone, you know, like Karen, when she had the space after shoulder, you know you can't throw her, but you might have a certain button to check to stop her from dashing in. You might know what range button your character presses there, etc. So then you might know how she wants to navigate that. I think it's the same with the drive impact. Once you get more familiar with your character's neutral, you start to know how people want to get around the stuff that you're putting out, and then it will become more predictable, or like you'll kind of, you know, be more preemptive for people to do it, and then it becomes more obvious. But here, the ground game was just so. I was thinking about the fireball. You're thinking about the drive rush. You're thinking about just a normal jump in. Like, there's so much to think about. No one's going to be ready all the time. At least not for a while. I don't think so. I think there's too much other stuff going on for you to just sit there and wait for drive impact. Like, there's too much things going on.
Yeah, and I think that kind of pays into when you're in burnout as well, because you have even less tools to work with and even more to think about. That's what it looked like when both of you were in burnout at times.
Well, in saying that as well, there was a part when I was in the corner, I'm in burnout, and problems got meter, right? And I've got to think between two things. Is he going to do it raw, or is he going to press a button into it? Because if he's going to press a button into it, I need to now interrupt it with a super. If he's going to do it raw, then ideally I'm on a neutral jump. So it's one of those ones where it's like, you know, you're already trying to think about the footsie, but then another element, another layer is now added, and it's like, okay, I need to be real ready defensively. So
yeah, and I do also think that, obviously, because we're not fully experienced in this game, I think, just thinking about it now, I think in those sort of situations, the go-to might be the parry, because it might be a bit sort of, if the guy doesn't do anything, can't really punish the parry if he's not close to you. If he does the drive impact, even if you don't get the perfect parry, you get some pushback. Like, so I think the parry, I wasn't using the parry enough just in general. I don't believe. I think the parry is going to be essential to the game completely. Like more than everything else in the drive gauge.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Okay.
I think that because if you're looking for three things, like you're looking for drive impact and dash and whatever, drive rush and maybe a jump, if you then have to decide between what to do, you will have so much things to think about. But if you just parry, it's so low risk that maybe you don't get the same reward, but at least you don't get hit. So I definitely feel like the parry is going to be used very much when the game progresses.
I think kind of parry will be kind of similar to drive reversal. You see it more as people get more familiarized with all their situations. Rynge, did you want to ask the guys anything as well?
I did, yes. So problem, the set started, what was it, like 8-4, right? Was probably like your biggest deficit, closest to Jokez winning. And that's when you coined the phrase, green on the screen, right? That's when you were like, switch up the strat, I'm putting green out here. So, and obviously the set turned around, right? So there was something definitely of merit to that. Are you happy with like universal system mechanics being that strong? Like being able to kind of start abusing those? And like, as you mentioned with the Guile and Drive Impact earlier, right? Yeah. It's something that can keep these characters that might give you a really tough time in check. Like, is that what you're looking for out of system mechanics?
Yeah, I'm looking. What I really like about this, which is one of the things that, depending on who you picked on Street Fighter 5, the system mechanics. In Street Fighter 5, the system mechanics favored you more than other characters. Here, they're more universal and they're more solution-based as well. It's not like, oh, I have a 2-bar V-trigger, this guy has a 3-bar V-trigger, whoever decides this requires 2 bars and this one deserves to be 3 bars, that already you're both playing, the system mechanic is behaving differently for one player. Like already, but here, it's like, it's providing solutions. So it's like, okay, we all have a parry, so we all have that universal defensive option. We all have drive impact, so if that is a solution to that, we can all do it. Not, oh, I need a parry here, but only 6 characters in the game have one. So, so that's what I'm liking about these mechanics. They're more solution-based, so if you can read a player, it doesn't matter who you want to pick. Now, you can pick people like Veggey, who most likely may play Zangief now. You can play Zangief and know, right, okay, I can also get through projectiles like this with a drive impact, not just, oh, I have nothing, so I suffer here. So I'm really liking these system mechanics. Even if they're overpowered, like Drive Rush or whatever, we all have access to it. So that is all I can really ask for. And they're very player-based. It's like, if you have a read on someone, then it doesn't matter who you're picking. If I know that Drive Rush is going to be good here, it doesn't matter who I'm picking. It matters about me more so than my character.
So let me ask you this then. Do you think later down the line, when it comes to, you know, the whole quote-unquote seasonal balancing, if they follow that route like they did with an SF5, do you think it's going to be more orientated around the system, or are they going to focus more on the characters' individual gimmicks and strengths before they just go, right, we're going to change this about the system, if that makes sense?
I mean, in my opinion, because I don't know how they do their changes, because some patch notes that have come out over the times have been questionable. There's been characters where universally the scene's complained about and the character's actually been buffed or not touched. There's been characters that no one's concerned about and then they get nerfed. Like Fang got nerfed in the first patch, no one was talking about him. People were complaining about Rashid and he started getting indirect buffs for years. So we just don't know. I don't know how they're doing it, but if they are going to do it based on like what people say or results, that will change how they patch it. I don't actually know how they go about doing it, because historically, characters that you think will get nerfed sometimes don't. Characters that you think should get buffed sometimes get nothing at all. So I really don't know how they do it.
No, okay. Joker, what about you? If you've got an opinion on that, or
No, I pretty much agree with Problem on that one, to be honest with you. Yeah, not much more to say on that one.
okay, fair. Joker, as well. Another thing you were doing fairly consistent is when Problem Knocked You Down did drive rush, you went for the overheads. You were blocking those consistently. Is that what you're looking for mainly when you see a raw drive rush coming at you? Or are you reacting from low to high to block the overhead?
Yeah, no, that was reaction. That was all reaction. I won't lie to you. Yeah.
No, fair play. That's fine. Veggey, you got anything else you want to ask these guys?
However,
Oh, okay.
apologies. However,
Go on.
there was a part when I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Listen, this guy's doing too much green." I was like, "This guy's doing too much drive rush." So I started thinking, okay, what tools do we have to potentially just mitigate it a little bit? And I started thinking drive reversal, right, or overdrive reversal, because obviously none of us did it once. But man, I started thinking about that for a second, and I was like, right, let me get back to the game. I ain't got time to think about that anymore. So obviously, as the game's out and we're just a little bit more aware, I think that definitely would have helped a lot in certain situations.
Do you... let me ask you both this. Joker, we'll get your opinion on it first. Do you think raw drive rush should be 2 stocks instead of 1?
No, I like 1, I like 1, honestly.
Remember, if you're saying you like it as 1, remember the other guy gets it as well. And if he gets some 40% combo from 1 drive stock...
No, definitely, I understand that. However, I still do prefer it as 1, really. Again, we haven't really exercised all the options, maybe I could have done parry, maybe I could have, literally just tried to check it with crouching light punch. I was sort of seeing drive rush, let me not say green anymore, I was sort of seeing drive rush, and I was just going on the defense, right? Why? Because sometimes it does sort of sponge your button inputs, even I found at like one point there. So I'm just instantly going on the defense, really. But yeah, I'd prefer it to stay as 1 bar, because obviously I don't want this game to be a situation of burnout fest, where we're just going into it ever so quickly. So yeah. Right,
I hear you. Problem, do you share the same sentiment? You got a different opinion on that?
Yeah, no, my opinion is slightly different. I think it's hard because a bit towards what Rynge asked me before about the system mechanics. It kind of ties into that. It's like, for example, when people patch the game, that might be what changes how effective a character is. Because if you're like a zoner, the drive reversal that pushes someone back full screen, that's obviously going to be more beneficial to you than someone who's trying to be the oppressor. So if that now becomes 1 bar, let's just say, for example, if Gao can V-reverse you to the back of the screen as 1 bar, he will now become insane. And then if Zangief now, who needs to drive rush in, if that is now 2 bars, he's now suffering. So it's very hard. It's very hard. It depends on the matchup and what the intention of the characters are. If you make it 2 bars, if Zangief needs to constantly get in using drive rush, he'll now get indirectly worse. So it's hard.
I think that's a great point to bring up, because people new to fighting games don't understand the butterfly effects of like slight changes like that, right? Like you change one thing, it could affect the entire cast in ways that you don't actually realize at first.
Exactly. I mean, case in point, everyone V-shift just turned the whole tier list upside down. Zoners who had no escape, people like Poison, Fang, they inherently became way worse to play against. And then grapplers who used to get in and one time and just spin the wheel, it was harder for them to correctly spin the wheel because the V-shift was there now. So, and that just, Mika just became almost obsolete with V-shift, because it was like, well, I know Idom found Laura way harder to play when V-shift came. Obviously, he still had amazing results, but it's obviously more difficult to guess correctly now V-shift's there if you're a grappler trying to guess correctly. So the system mechanics will be what defines everything, I think.
Yeah, no, good shout there. Good shout. I definitely want to ask more people when we get on the show that question.
Yeah.
Go for it, Veggey.
Yeah, do you think that matchups, this is for both of you, do you think that matchups will be more or less like a focus in this game compared to all the titles with the plethora of mechanics that we have? Do you think it will be less?
Do you think it'll be based on the system, or do you think there's going to be more counter picks?
Yeah. Do you want me to go first? Or?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is Street Fighter, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what mechanics you put in the game. If we all have access to it, the core fundamentals, someone has the advantage in most matchups. Dalsim will still inherently have an advantage over Zangief from the word go, because Zangief wants to get in and Dalsim wants to keep him out, and Dalsim is exceptional at keeping you out, and Zangief struggles to get in because when he gets in, his risk reward is where his payoff is. So it doesn't matter what you give, what you do here. We can all agree that Dhalsim will probably have the advantage over Zangief just because of how they're made. So the mechanics will help. It might make something not be a 10-0. It might make it a 7-3, for example, instead of a 10-0. So if you're feeling good that day and you really can get onto this guy, you might be able to win it. It's not impossible, but you'll still have a disadvantage. That's what I believe. Archetypes are there for a reason, and options are there for a reason. So I think it doesn't matter what you put in the game, it just might stop it from being unwinnable to very hard. But it will still people will still have matchup advantages, I think.
Good answer. I like that. Joker, what about you?
I think for me, you see, when it comes to the mechanics, right? I feel like it can add an attribute to characters. So, for example, you've got Zangief, who is known for being that slow, sturdy character. But wait, there's Drive Rush. So this could give him an element of speed now. What's Zangief looking like when he's got speed? So I don't know. I think definitely mechanics going to have a big play on the matchups, and what you might think would normally be quite free might really change. So I don't know. Only time will tell with that one, really. But yeah, just in regards to the mechanics, bringing another attribute to a character that they might have hindered before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I definitely agree with that point. I agree with that sort of perspective, and also the burnout. The burnout's going to be a big deal, and the system mechanics are more player based as well. So it does take away from the actual archetype of matchup because there's more player decisions to be made, which is what I like about this game the most right now. The mechanics make it feel like your character has an advantage, but I think I can outsmart you. So whereas Street Fighter 5, I felt like, for example, if you didn't have a reversal, you just don't have one. So when Mika gets you, she just gets you. No matter how, I could be way smarter than the other guy, but what am I going to do? I got no options. So, yeah.
I like that. That's I like those very insightful answers from the both of you. Rynge, you got anything else you want to ask these guys before I move on?
Nah, man. I think they've given us a lot of insight, a lot of stuff to think about. I'm trying to marinate on it.
I like it. That's what we do as fighting game players and aficionados. Right, the next thing I want to ask you, gents, obviously you may have seen it on social media. It's basically been littered with new footage of Street Fighter 6. Problem I wanted to ask you, from the new footage that you probably have seen today, is there any character that really interests you now that you probably wasn't thinking about before? Or?
Do you know what, yeah? Like, everyone's looked good in this game. Yeah, every time I've finished watching something, I just sit down and imagine myself like, can I work with this character? Like, so that's a really good sign. But for me personally, I would say out of what's come out, I think Manon looks pretty good. I think Zangief looks very interesting, but he's always going to be, he's either going to make you want to just never play the game again, or he's going to make the person using him not want to play the game. So it's one or the other, and the frame data will probably decide that. And yeah, so Zangief, Marissa was looking. Marissa is a very well designed character from the looks wise. I really like what they've done with her.
Okay.
So Marissa, Manon. I didn't really see much Honda. People are not really putting that out. Like it's like that's even since the matches from the developers were coming out, it's like no one really wants to show what Honda's doing. Can someone show Honda, please?
Like, I think at least from, sorry to cut you off there, I think from the players, or at least the people that could create content, I think they're not really interested.
Yeah, that's not fair though. Like, it's not fair.
No,
I see like 100 Cammy trials. I hate the fact that she looks good, man.
I mean, maybe she give her a go there. Play her out of spite.
I hate the fact I can't do it, man. I can't do that. That character just, I'm sure they're all happy. I'm sure they're all. JP, this is JP. That level 2 super that I saw.
Oh, with all the kind of ghouls coming at you from 4 different omnidirectional behavior, whatever it is. That's
going to take at least 1 month to master. At least. At least 1 month. with consecutive shifts being put in the lab. At least 1 month to master that properly.
Okay. That's an interesting roster. I wasn't expecting you to say Manon. That's interesting. Actually, kind of very interested in watching you play that character. Joker, what about you? Is there anyone that's... have you seen the footage, first of all? Because you are a working man, so...
I am, man. I get that electrical engineering in, man. But listen. This is weird, because problem hit on it last minute. JP, that level 2, is definitely where I'm using overdrive reversal. That's definitely where I'm using that overdrive reversal, because that looked long. So JP intrigues me, man. And obviously I did say at the start, I was a Darkson player, and it looks like he's got elements of zoning. So yeah, maybe I will still use a zoner, but someone that's just not floaty.
Can we do premature complaints, please? Because Dawson's teleport.
Hold on, because I'm not the one who dictates that rule. Community manager, are we allowed to do premature complaints? So we do have to hold that. Okay, you're gonna have to. All right, the voice of reason said hold it.
It's not really a complaint. It's an observation. It's an observation.
Let's put it.
It's an observation.
Let's just put it as a negative observation.
It's an observation. Yeah. Dawson's teleport.
Okay.
I think last time I checked, I had very good eyesight, but it looked like it was forward and three punches or 3 kicks forward.
Yes.
In classic controls.
Yes.
No,
that's all you gotta say.
I have no further questions.
What you choose to do with that information, that's on you.
I have no further questions.
Sorry. I'm sorry, that's brilliant. Right, now, obviously, a CPT season is coming. I do hope we get more details on that soon, hopefully within the next month or so if the game drops. Joker, I know, like I said, you are a working man, and you are a very strong competitive player. Do you have any travel plans this year? Do you hope to go anywhere outside of the UK, or...?
Oh, 100% I'm there. 100% I'm there. 100% me and the bro Jest is going to be there from versus fighting to Brussels Challenge to Evo. Yeah, that is the plan, man. Especially while the game's hot and fresh. Get involved, learn with everyone. The team battles as well. Again, shout outs to Brussels Challenge for that, man, because that is an exciting thing. And like I said, I think maybe halfway through the stream, man, just watching the tournaments is going to be epic, but yeah, I'm not coming to joke about, so
sorry, no pun intended.
I had barely any time on the demo, but when I get that training mode,
that's barely any time you're hitting optimal links, bro.
No.
Oh, what? We doing the Spider-Man meme now? We just pointing fingers at each other.
No.
You can tell I barely had any time with it. I was scruffy.
You was using Rynge, beta 1 and beta 2.
Hang on. Right, let me. We can continue there. Right, it's good that Rynge is here, because I want Rynge to give his opinion on something. Problem I want to ask you, because you've been around since when did you start playing SF4 competitively? Was it 2011? Was it 2012?
Yeah, but it's about late 2011.
Right.
I started playing late Super.
You've seen people come and go.
Yeah.
What do you see people that left for 5 come back for 6, and do you see people potentially dropping off? I know that's early. The latter part is too early to say that, but
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've only had a transition from 4 to 5. I've only had 1 game of transition, but we lost people in 4 and gained new people in 5. And I think as game mechanics work better with some players than others. Some people who had amazing results in 4 just kind of couldn't work with the system in 5, and that may happen from 5 to 6. And some people who were playing both just had considerably more success in one of either games, just because it could be a character thing as well. That's a big part of it. Like, someone might get their character imagine Luke is your guy, and you was waiting on SF5 for 5 years or whatever that was, and then you finally got Luke. You're like, oh, I can click with this guy. So the DLC of people like the Aki coming out. Oh, good. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Rashid's coming back though. So for example, you might see early results from Rashid players, but then if you're an Akuma player, or who else is coming, the Ed, and they might be a bit dormant for the first year, and then they get their character, and then so that's a big part of it. Character and mechanics can really determine. So I think naturally you're always going to lose people, you're going to gain people, and some people are just going to gel better with the system. So yeah, definitely.
No, I like that. Rynge, I wanted to ask you, I mean, from your neck of the woods, from your part of the world, do you think some people are going to return, or are they just done with contemporary fighters?
Where's Diamond?
Nah. Nah, that's a great question for sure. Dominion would be a great comeback. Somebody say something?
Yeah, no, I think Damien was like the best, in my opinion. My favorite. He was my favorite Gal player on Street
100%.
Fighter 4.
Okay.
Yeah, super incredibly strong.
Yeah, I don't know what would make him
Tempt
come
him to come back,
for why he didn't come back on 5, because from the looks of things in 6, Gal looks like he's just permanently broken. So he was good in 5. He was good in 5. So if you're a Gal player, I think you would have been excited to use Gal in 5. So I don't know what would tempt someone who didn't come back for that to come back for this, but I hope he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have accurate insight on why, like, specifically Dominion didn't play much 5. I think we have already seen, like, Chris T's another one where his prime was really in 4, and we saw him a little bit in 5. He had decent results, but he seems to be going harder in 6. I definitely think there's going to be some of that. But what I want to address, like, what I find more important is that, like, I think the players that are going to fall off are the ones that had success in 5 that are stubborn about how to play 6. I think when the players find certain success in whatever game they have, I think some of them get stuck on what brought them success and are too stubborn to change. I think that's what some of the 4 successful people found in 5.
I know. I think I know what you. Yeah, like
That's a very good point.
I mean, I think that could be a very big reason, and sometimes as well, you just, like I said, you just don't have your character. You might even enjoy the game. Like, and you don't
Filipino Man is a great example, right? Like, he was a Rose player in 4. He didn't get Rose till 5 years in on 5, right? So yeah, like,
there is that. Yeah, definitely. I think the character thing. I think not except playing. So this is one thing that I learned, because Street Fighter 5. Obviously, I had very good success in that game. I also had pretty good success in Street Fighter 4. For those who don't, who have only come in Street Fighter 5. But I had more success in Street Fighter 5 because I played the game from the beginning, which always helps. And yeah, when you play the game for what it is, just like what I was saying here, I realized mid-set I need to put green on the screen because this is not Street Fighter 5. I'm like, hold on, what am I doing here? I'm trying to, this is Street Fighter 6. This is what we're going to play. So I think that, having that mentality is definitely going to help you. If you go in there thinking, I used to have V-trigger before, like, what have they done now? You're going to stay just getting murked off.
Big time.
Sorry, that's brilliant. Veggey, you got any other questions you want to ask the guys?
No, I'd just like to add on to that. I think that the people who stayed or came back in Street Fighter 5 from 4 will have experienced the change of pace of a game, and I think that can help them learn the next game. And I think the best advice is just like embrace the changes and try to learn them, because a lot of players, myself included, used a lot of time to go from one game to the other.
We said this at the start. I said this to actually the production team at the start of 5, because a lot of people were not, they expressed their disdain for 5 well enough. I said, look, you either got to accept what it is and move on, or just don't touch it. But when it's the word acceptance. If you can't accept it, you can put it down. But everyone loves that competitive scene and like just the spirit. That's what makes them want to stick around. Now, I've got 2 more questions for you guys. Problem, this one's for you. Are you planning to go everywhere as much as possible in terms of traveling for the game?
Yeah, I mean, as much as possible, like, considering if there's no like clashes or I haven't got anything else I need to be doing, 100%. I'm coming for guys next on this game. Like I always
Go for the juggling,
like I always do. I mean, I did that on 5 for as long as I could, and I only like to move forward. I started on 4, then I came to 5, got me quite a few championships, Evo, Kumite, etc. I want to go further. You always want to move forward, so I've got my eyes on the cup, not even just because of the big money in it, but it's just one of the trophies that have eluded me for years, because I've been in Capcom Cup since Street Fighter 4, so I just really want to get that win there. But I'm always trying to achieve more, so I want to win more than I did on 5, so if that's even possible.
I like that. I respect that. Joker, is there any player, I know this is very vague, is there any player you're looking forward to, I really want to see this player's perception on the game?
So I think I mentioned it earlier on. Dominion, man. Dominion, that guy was ridiculous. As one of those ones where, again, where there were certain CPTs where to get into the cup you had to travel. There was certainly some years that were like that, and where Dominion would make it into the cup. I'm like, listen, yeah, him and the EU representative, I'm cheering you lot on because he was just solid. So if I had to give one name, it would still be, yeah, I mean.
Okay. Problem, what about you? Is there anyone you're looking forward to? Like, I can't wait to watch them put their hands on the game, play the game or whatnot?
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'd love to get my hands on the game. I definitely would. But aside from myself, I would like to see many players for various different. I want to see. I do and I don't. Okay, I want to see this guy play, but I just don't want to play him. And I want to see what Itazan's going to do with Zangief. I just don't want to play him. I'm tired of playing him. I don't want to play him. Zangief looks scarier than ever. Like, amazing. I'll get up early to watch all his matches, just make sure he's not in my bracket. So Itazan, I want to see play. I want to see who else I'm interested in. I want to see Crimson play with this Dowsim because he was annoying people with the last Dowsim. So I want to see, what happens there with that. I want to see Takedo get his hands on that Akuma because I feel like Takedo's so amazing, but to me, Takedo is Akuma. So I want to see him go back, and I think he will definitely give him a try. There's many players. I just want people to play their nostalgic characters, and just there's too many players to name. Lots of players in the EU. I can't name everyone. I'm excited to play everybody of every skill level. Make sure you hit me up for games. Don't blacklist because you get smoked. Like, just keep playing. I want to play everyone for games.
Yeah, it's funny as well. If I was a quick add on to that, it's like playing the open beta. I played with the EU plays a little bit here and there, so it's like they don't really come to mind in terms of really trying to see someone play the game. Because like I said, Dominion, I ain't seen him play since Street Fighter 4, but it's gonna be amazing when people actually get their hands on the characters that they're known for. You know what I mean? So
even the new ones though, even like, because people would say, for example, to me when I came from Street Fighter 5, they're like, I don't think you'd play someone like Bison, considering I came from Seth and C Viper. But then look how that turned out. So that could be good when people go for new things as well. And I'm very interested to see that. Like, oh, I didn't know that guy had that in him. I didn't know he was like, I love stuff like that. So
we need the game.
I'm telling you. Like, I can't wait to see who everyone plays. I want to see who Veggey plays if it's not just Geef. Like who's the secondary that you come. Like, what have you learned from the last game?
Who's using the new characters where there's no foundation at all? There's no platform. Like, what are you bringing to the table with those characters? Like, I got a feeling Nima's gonna use JP, bro. But listen,
and I want to see people like I want to see what Angry Bird does and Big Bird when they get Rashid as well. Just everyone. I want to see everyone who was playing plays, who they gravitate to, how it works out. It's going to be amazing. It's so fun. I'm so hyped for this game.
100%.
Like on a different level. I think it's going to bring everyone back from SF4 era, SF5 era, even some Third Strike players, and then we might even get the OGs first of all.
Do you know all of it? Let me ask this. Just one quick question before we do the closing part. What do you think it is that has reinvigorated everyone? This wasn't here for 5. I don't know if everyone understands what I mean. This kind of energy you guys are bringing now, and people are seeing online. Was it the marketing of the game, or was it something else? Were they just tired of SF5?
I mean, I can answer for me.
Please answer for yourself.
I can answer for me. I mean, for me, I really liked Street Fighter 5, right? I had a lot of success on the game. I thought the game was amazing. Obviously, as patches go on and your character gets nerfed and things like that, some people play the game from a different light. Your character's completely strong that season, you're going to have an amazing time. If your character got nerfed, it's not going to be as fun for you. But for me, it's been, I think this little gap of the pandemic as well, it's kind of stored up for me. It's kind of stored up. I want everything it looks like a fresh start for everything. Some of the offline bit is back. The online bit with the what seemed like an amazing netcode on the beta, so that people now are clear that there will be an online structure, there will be an offline. Basically, no one has any. Everyone's ready for what's coming now. It's not like, it just went to online and I was playing offline, but everyone knows what's coming now. So everyone's going to be. And I love the competition. I love when everyone's on this. I love that energy. I'm built for that energy.
I like that. I like that. Jokez, you got anything to add on to that? Have you got a perception on what you think really changed?
Yeah. It's the unknown. That's what it is. It's the unknown. No, honestly, it's a new game. No one knows what's really to come, right? So it's one of those ones where if you're a new player tuning in right now, make sure you're watching everything. And if you're an existing player, I know you're going to be watching everything to learn up, like to level up, right? So I remember when the beta was out. Listen, I was using Ken. Angry bro, what are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? He was coming with fire, you know, and it's just that element of watching, taking, bringing it to your gameplay, watching another one, going into the lab yourself and finding out other things. People then watch you. That unknown, where barely anything has been labbed, any tech is known. That's what's causing a real fire, I personally think.
Yeah, that as well. And I just want to say one more thing. I just want to say, everyone's better now, like in terms of their approach.
Good point.
To the game.
Good point.
Like everyone's better now, so it's like, oh, if you whatever you learned or whatever, you don't need to relearn that. So it's like, oh, I know that type of character don't work for me, or I'm not going to play a character who hasn't got this type of anti-air now. So all of these decisions going into the new game, people are remembering why they feel they lost, and they're going to try and remedy that, and then we're going to take it to the next level and the next level. And the newer players who came through on 5, they're now guys that you're looking at for 6, plus the guys who were there before. So there's just more people to look at as well. So it's going to be so fun.
Wow, can't wait. These guys are excited. Hopefully you guys are ecstatic at home. Remember, you can follow both of these two. You should be following these guys already on their social media accounts. They're down there. I imagine Problem Next is going to go back to streaming when the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me do my plug.
I was about to give you the plug, but it looks like you took it from me. I mean, Problem, if you want to shout out anyone, thank anyone.
I want to shout out everyone that plays Street Fighter. You're supporting the community, so I want to say big shout outs to you first of all. I want to say everyone who supports me directly, obviously, you know, I respect that and I hope you continue to do so. I haven't been streaming for some months. Obviously, when the game drops, I'm coming back proper,
taking all the viewers, yeah,
consistent. If people want to watch me, I mean, if you're sensible, you will. So everyone follow my stream, you know what it is, follow the Twitter. I will be back consistently. I know I've taken little hiatus, but we all need to recharge, you know.
I respect that. Joker, what about you? Anyone you want to thank? Anyone want to shout out?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna shout out EU, because from Street Fighter 5, EU made sure that you respected them, you know. So I'm shouting out EU because we're coming, man. That's for sure. We're coming. You know, we are a unit and we are coming to definitely represent. So love for what I've seen them do in Street Fighter 5, and I know it's going to be peak in this Street Fighter. So yeah, brace yourself.
All right, much love and respect. All right, let myself, Veggey, and Rynge close out the show. It's great to have these two on the show to play. We're probably going to have them on again soon, or do some sessions, because it's going to be fun to get the UK scene together. Obviously, I mean, Rynge can watch us through Discord if we screen share. That might be something we can work out.
Yeah. And I'm still undefeated in first attempts on Street Fighter 6.
Perfect. 100% win ratio.
We'll do this again.
We'll run it again.
When the game's out.
Yeah, we'll run it again.
And I've had it for
and I've got my character, you got yours. We'll run it again. We'll run it again.
Listen, it's going to...
Message the guy, make sure you keep sending me invites for sets. I'm on all the smoke on this game.
Alright, hold on.
Alright, say no more. Right, Richard, change the screen so we can close out the show. Right. This is perfect. Right. So no, that was great. Obviously, Rynge, much appreciated for coming on. Your presence was much appreciated. I know we wanted to commentate some more, but it looked like the players.
I think I adjusted my surroundings well, so if they were gonna run with it, I was gonna sit back and watch them. So I loved it.
But no, Rynge, let me ask you, like, is there anything you're really looking forward to in SF6? I mean, just watching other people learn the game, yourself learning the game, or?
Yeah. I think the zeitgeist around the new game for the fighting game community is always super top tier, right? It's like one of the best times to be a part of a game is when it first comes out, because of all the tech being shared. There's constantly matches to be found. You're learning stuff. I love learning in general, so whenever it's a new fighting game, that's all I want to do, right? And to kind of harken back to your question to them about like why is there so much energy around this game, I agree with their point about it being a new game, but I also think, you know, you brought up the marketing. I think they've done damn near everything right with this game so far, right? Like, they've given us open betas, they've given us closed betas, they've given us a fleshed out world tour mode, the single player mode that Street Fighter 5 didn't really have. There were some issues at the beginning of 5 with the input latency. All of that seems to be solved, right? They're doing damn near everything right. And I think that really goes a long way with earning the good faith of the people, and they're gonna respond with all this energy.
Yeah, 100%. Veggey, outside of Zangief, is there anything you're looking forward to in terms of like watching other people play, maybe dabbling with other things, or making more content?
I'm super excited to be a part of the release and not be in this position where I think that a game has to be a certain way or a character needs to be played in a certain way, because having come a lot further as a player since the last time there was a swap in games, I'm looking forward to being one of the people who are just going to enjoy the change, try to learn as much as possible, try to fit something in that's my style, or try to learn something and just try to like have fun with it instead of being so worried about like who you beat or who you lose to. I really want to be a part of the change in a way where you can just enjoy watching the tournaments, getting hype over the stuff. I'm so lucky that we get another Street Fighter game again so that I can experience it the good way, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Cool. Rynge, you wanted to?
Can I say something? Yeah.
Go for it.
As the lone NA representative today, you know, a lot of people that they were looking forward to were from the EU, and then there was like a couple from Japan, right? So I just want to say, I want to see the Punk Ken. I'm hoping he even rocks the Ken, right? As kind of what he played the most in 4. Obviously in 5, he was more known for the Karen. Maybe Karen comes as DLC, we'll see it then. But what I'm a little bit more excited about than even that is who the hell Item's gonna play. I really don't know what Item's gonna bring to the table in 6, right? There's no lore, there's no poison right now. He's obviously one of the best fighting game players on the planet, no matter what he touches. So that's somebody I'm really, really looking forward to, like, seeing their first year in the game.
Interesting. All us poison players are going to be struggling here. We don't have a whip anymore. Got to figure out something else.
What are you looking most forward to? Learning all the move names again?
I mean, apparently that's how I'm remembered these days. It's not like everybody else does it. Like, I mean, I only knew Ryu's Hashigeki because everyone else was shouting. I was like, okay, I don't have to do the work anymore. Everyone else will do it for me. Oh, that's great. But then, listen, you'll know when I've done my work because I'll probably tell you something you didn't even know about the game. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, look. I'm not looking forward to losing sleep because you got to keep up with everybody and everything, because there's going to be a lot more. I might need to buy a third screen, to be honest. You just put 9 streams on instead of 3. I think it's just going to be soaking up all the information, because I feel Rynge can probably relate to this. I feel at the start it's because obviously the players, they focus on trying to find the winning strategy and the meta to try and elevate themselves trying to win the tournament. Commentators is a little bit different because it's like the more knowledge you have early, the better it is for you and probably in the long run. But the dynamic, because listen, I could do a whole stream on how the cycle of commentary changes over time. I've said this before. Some commentators are better at the start of a game's lifespan as opposed to the end, and it's vice versa. Some people will actually like be in the limelight because they're very good at bringing people in and keeping them there for the first year or two. The people that are more like technically adept, they might not be able to bring in that crowd. They might be able, okay, come in year 2 or year 3. And there's other people, it's like, right, once I've actually learned this whole thing, watch them in the 5th or the final year of the game. They'll probably be some of the best you ever heard because people have gone through that journey. So I think for me, it's going to be interesting just learning it. And I'll probably, because there's 2 or 3 characters I am interested in, because before I picked Mika because I played a previous game that had tag assists. So I just kind of based off of that. Now there's a character I'm actually interested in playing. I can go through that process. So no, and if Poison comes back, well, I'll just put my meme with the wine glass on and you'll know it's a wrap for a lot of you. So I might go back to being a silver rank player or gold rank in disguise. That's what I said. Gold rank in disguise. That's what Warlord rank is. All Warlord ranks are fake. It's a gold rank in disguise. But no, I'm honestly looking forward to that. Right. I believe we are just about out of time. So like you said, Veggey and Rynge, I know because you are 8 hours behind us. Now, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, June 2nd when the game comes out. If you haven't pre-ordered it, do it now. Do it now. I know you got the demo. Go and pre-order it. Woo. It is there. Now, it's going to be on all platforms. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. Please get on that. Now, there's 3 editions as well. There is the full game if you don't want to spend your money. There's the deluxe edition. This is the one I highly recommend because it is the full game and you get the characters. Don't have to think about it. The Ultimate Edition, I don't think there has been any details or many details on the Ultimate Pass because I'm still trying to bug them to find out what's in this one. But if you have some money to splash and you don't want to donate it to your favorite streamer, put it in the Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition there. Now, there was something else I had to advertise as well. Where is it? Oh, we do have Evo. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been debating this. We've been deliberating this. We don't know if Street Fighter 6 is going to peak the original numbers of Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 had over 5,000 players. I don't know if we're going to get over 5,000 players for Street Fighter 6. That's me personally, because this was 7 years ago. Times have changed. There's a thing called inflation. I don't know if you've heard of it before. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But yes, this is the Evo lineup. There's going to be Street Fighter 6. It's going to be a bloodbath. Cannot wait. It's going to be happening in August. Do I have one more thing to advertise? I actually do not know. I do. Ooh. There's more content on the TikTok channel. Come on, people. I know in your WhatsApp groups, your Discord, you're sending funny TikTok videos to each other. Why don't you follow the Street Fighter channel so then you can get their content first and then send it to your boys and have a laugh? There's plenty of content on there, and there's going to be much more because I know the guys that are putting in tons of hours and tons of work to give you amazing content here. It looks like their latest TikTok has 48,000 views. Perfect. These guys are putting in the work. Social media, the takeover on TikTok. And then, yeah, I believe that will be it. So we should be back next week with more demo action. There is full game action for you to consume on social media. You got to follow the respective channels. Ketchup and Mustard, King J, Theory Fighter, the Reversal guys, Tasty Steve, Sajam, Maximilian. There's someone I'm missing, Kizzy K, Nephew as well. There's tons of people. Flawless Deck as well. Float around, go and do it. People are going to be on their streams. Miss Cupcakes. Shouts to Miss Cupcakes, actually. No, it's already out, Richard. Stop talking to me, Richard. Anyway, that's the voice of reason. But yes, there is plenty of Street Fighter 6 action. The clock's ticking. Don't stare at your calendars. Go and do that thing adults do. Go and work. Time will fly if you go and earn money and then use the money to buy Street Fighter 6. Anyway, we've got to love you and leave you. We'll see you next week with some more Street Fighter 6 action. Take care. We'll see you soon.